that first.
He's trying to fire up his live stream.
Hey, Tim. Okay? Hey, buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah, everything's going good.
What's going on?
I'm just bringing you guys into my stream right now. I'm gonna get us on full screen here. That should... No, that's not full screen. Share your screen, lock your screen. Fuck that screen. Where's the full screen? There it is. Right? Is that it? Let's share the link. I don't know if there is a full screen option here. That's okay. Maybe if I just keep clicking around.
Looks like Rise Mom. Is that Rise Mom that just popped in, Christine?
Where?
Debbie, hello.
Beside Nay.
Oh, it is.
There they are. Ooh, okay, let's get this over here.
I think I'm going to pop out for a minute. I got to go do my rounds.
Okay.
I'll be back.
Good seeing you, brother. We'll see you in a bit. All right, and if I want to get this off of your head, dude, I like all the control that we have. This is really nice, brother. I like that. And that's app.wonder.me. Let's say hello to everybody. Let's bring them in. Where's my chat? Where's my chat? That's weird. Wait, that's weird. Where's my chat? I deleted the chat by accident, man. That's horrible. It's not a good thing. It's not a good thing. No. Smart selection. Okay. Hello, everybody. I'm sorry I'm missing your chats. I accidentally deleted the chat. But there it is. Okay.
Oh, Neil's in here, too. All right.
Debbie, Enoch, Kristen, Mark, Hippie Chick, Lisa. I just don't want to talk loud because I don't want to go through his mic while he's talking to other people. So I'm keeping it down a little bit. But I'm really excited to be a part of Crypto Night in Canada with our friends. And we've got the freaking Oracle here. And he's going to be bringing some more people into the chat. I have to make myself some kafefe yet. So stick with me while I do that. And I'll be right back. We'll be smoking, doing some cannabis, doing some caffeine, some coffee, some Canadian, some crypto, everything that starts with C that's cool. Cannabis, crypto, Canadians, what do you want? Caffeine, coffee, we got it all. Very excited to be making a nice big cup of coffee. It feels a lot later than it is for some reason. I guess because it's called Crypto Night, so it's making me feel like it's nighttime.
Well, possibly, because it is 8:15 Eastern time here, so.
Right? You're Eastern time. You're Eastern, like, that's Florida time.
Yeah.
Well, that's where I'm from originally.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Okay, my coffee is brewing. I'll give that 2 minutes. I'll go right there.
So, you'll want to talk to Len when it comes to anything about Bitcoin.
Okay.
And then Neil. Neil is our NFT guy.
Oh, good.
So if you have any questions about NFT, OpenSea, that kind of stuff, Neil's the guy to talk to.
Guess who I am? I am your Metaverse guy. I just came from playing 2 hours straight of Somnium.
Oh, nice.
All I did was wander around aimlessly. 2 dudes came up to me. They're like, both came up to me, called me by name. They're like, Trendy Nay, because that's my name in the game. They're like, Trendy Nay, how's it going, man? Can you talk? Work on your settings, blah, blah, blah. They were like, they told me all this shit, and then they fucking left. Poof, they went off somewhere on the map, right? Didn't tell me where they were going because I couldn't talk because they couldn't hear me. My mic wasn't working. And I decided to try to follow them, to go through the teleporter to find where they were. And I just kept teleporting. It's the stupidest thing. Once you teleport someplace after you do it a few times, they make you stay there for 5 minutes. And you could be in a vast emptiness, a fucking soundstage, bro, with nothing. And you gotta spend 5 minutes walking around looking at nothing. It's like, oh God, who are these re-engineers? And why can't I get my hands around their ears so I can yank them off of their skulls? That's what I need to do. Re-engineer. Don't they play the game themselves, man? Man, these are just easy little things that should have been addressed already. I mean, I know it's just opening, and I know it's got a long way to go, but just some of the basics are just a little wanky still. I know it's going to get better. I'm not complaining. I really actually, seriously, just aimlessly wandering around was actually really fun. Is Tim back already? Tim, what's up, buddy? Welcome back.
How much, man? You?
Oh, I'm good. Making my coffee, bro.
Everyone on the networking can go back to StreamYard. What? Nancy's over in StreamYard, so she's saying everyone should come back onto StreamYard.
Oh, that's fine.
Hang on.
I can
Stay
do
there.
that.
Don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere.
I'll do what you guys
Sweet
want.
Mother of God. Just stay.
I go
Don't
with
move.
the
Be
flow.
very, very quiet.
I go with the flow. I go with the flow. I go.
Oh, she's not there. Where the fuck did she go?
She's there.
How
Oh,
dare-
Neil's there.
How
It's her
dare she?
What? Wait a minute. What the fuck? Broadcast, create, live. enter
Hey, Mr.
studio.
Sugarlips.
Okay,
Hey,
hang
Kristen.
on.
Lisa, Kevin, Josh G. It's going good, Josh. We're having fun. I did 2 hours of Metaverse tonight over there in Somnium, and it was just a freaking nightmare. Actually, I kind of enjoyed it, but it sucked at the same time. We will be talking about the Metaverse at some point tonight, I'm sure. So I will mention while we're waiting, some of the interesting things I did see in the Metaverse tonight was in Somnium. I was looking at the property for sale. You know, I'm interested in trying to get something, but it's affordable in Somnium. I mean, if you're willing to spend $2,000 American cash to purchase a piece of land, it's doable. But at the same time, man, I went and looked at a plot in Somnium today, and it was literally the size of my house. I mean, dude, it was a plot of land that was like, 40 feet by 80 feet or something like. It was nothing. And I was like, oh my God, they're selling these tiny little, man. If like there's a whole bunch of people there to go see a podcast and there's just a screen there, there'd be enough space there for like 40 or 50 like make-believe people to stand there. It's like I can't even imagine. Ugh, it's so frustrating. The land is so expensive in these digital games. And what's crazy is there's dudes coming up to me in there. There were 2 guys came up to me. They called me by name. And they were both all bought up, bro. These guys were money. You could fucking tell they had, all kinds of glowing shit on them. And they didn't look normal. And they were transforming in front of me. And they were displaying NFTs on their faces. And they were like, watch this, bro. And they were like jumping up way high up in the air and doing shit that I couldn't do. And I was like, yeah, dude, these guys are spending some serious cash already. I mean, we're talking hundreds, maybe thousands of dollars just buying. Have you ever gotten into that kind of gaming, Oracle, where you were spending money in the game?
No, I've never got into that. Never.
So I did it once on a game called Silk Road, and we had a clan in the game, and we go through levels. It's like a regular fucking massive multiplayer game, and
Like a World of Warcraft.
yeah, like World of Warcraft, and you build your character, and then you have suits of armor and spells and things like that, and those cost actually money. I mean, you could try to obtain them in the game, but it's almost impossible. So what people do is they go buy coins outside the game. You spend like $100 and they give you like 100 game coins, and then you go in the game and then you just buy it off somebody. You just buy whatever you want. And I did that, and I spent like thousands of dollars, and I got my clan everything, man. We had all the armor and all the shit. And one of the kids went in there and he stole all of the armor and he sold it all from the clan. Yeah. So that was my first experience with actual money in a game. And I had to write that shit off. Well, I had stopped playing the game anyway, and I kind of put that kid in charge, and he just fucking. He's a little kid. He was like, "Fuck it." But now this is opening up. Now somebody just purchased a yacht in Sandbox today for close to $250,000.
What?
I was waiting for that. Man, I'm so glad I got you, bro. I was waiting for that fucking response. Right? $250,000 yacht in a digital game that, you know, can be hacked or the game might go south. I mean, maybe people get tired of playing it one day and then just stop playing it. But there goes your $250,000 yacht, bro. I mean, I don't think it's going anywhere. I don't think they're going to lose anything. I think that guy's going to turn that yacht around and sell it for $1 million in a couple of weeks. Watch. These people are,
easily.
They're ate up. They're ate up with Metaverse like we're ate up with stocks and crypto. You know?
Yeah.
Oh, and there's no reaching these people.
What's up, Timbo?
It's just so expensive.
Oh, I am between here. There's 21 people over on StreamYard.
Well, let's go to StreamYard.
He's saying go back to.
Should we go to
Go back to StreamYard.
Now, are all those 21 people going to be okay with me broadcasting them live while I'm using drugs on my live stream? Are they all cool with that?
Let me check and see if.
Yeah.
I don't know if she can't bring that. Can we bring that many people onto StreamYard?
I think you can.
I don't know.
I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, what's the limit? Like 100
I don't think we can.
on StreamYard?
I'll be back.
Maybe. You would think
Don't go anywhere.
You'd think StreamYard would be 8 people, you know, max. But I guess it goes more.
Yeah, I think the free version, like when I do my streaming on Friday, I think it's 6.
Bro, I can't believe he's got 20 people in there, all on camera.
No, they're not all on camera. They're in the chat.
What are they on a YouTube? Are they still not broadcasting to YouTube?
Yeah, Nancy's still broadcasting to YouTube.
Oh, I got you. Okay, I'm with you. I thought it was people in chat. I got you. I mean, people on screen. So the thing that was the most frustrating for me was I couldn't talk back to these guys who were trying to talk to me. And none of them thought to tell me where they were going in the fucking teleporter so that I could go and find all the people. They were talking to me just like I'm talking to you right now. They're like, yo, can you not talk, bro? Are you there? Oh, looks like you got a lot to say. You know, you're saying all this funny shit to me. And then they're like, yo, all right, man. Well, you want to go grab a whip, man, with me and go fucking race around or blah, blah, blah. You want to go fucking out to the clubs, bro? You want to go? He's saying all this shit to me. And then he didn't think to say, by the way, when you get in the teleporter, this is where you go. No. So I got, 20 different fucking locations that light up on the teleporter. And unlike Decentraland, which shows you little dots where the people are, Somnium does not show you where people are on the map yet. So you don't know where anybody is. So I'm just clicking around 5 minutes, 5 minutes, 5 minutes, 5 minutes, 5 minutes. Dude, I got so frustrated. I was like, this is wrong, man. What are they just trying to keep me on here? Are they just trying to keep me in this server doing nothing? I mean, I understand that if there's things to buy and sell and look at. How was it empty plots of land, bro? There was nothing built on them yet. Hey, Barry.
What's going on, Barry?
Hello, Barry. Hello.
Hey, how's it going?
Crypto Hick, hello.
Hey, what's up, Neely Bob?
How's it going? How's it going, guys?
That's going pretty good.
Good. Well, this is kind of cool. It's hard to kind of keep track of everything, but it's kind of cool.
Yeah, it's kind of neat doing this because, sometimes we don't get enough time during the live stream to actually talk about specific things. We're incorporating this, if I have some news about Satama and it's going to take me like 10 minutes to talk about it, then you can just hook up with me and,
Well, I got the time, Tim. Yeah. Where is, so have you guys been in here the whole time?
Yeah.
A few minutes, 10 minutes.
Nice.
I'm Nay, by the way, guys.
So what's the 10-minute Satama update?
I'm not sure what's going on with Satama. They just got listed on another exchange, I believe. Possibly they could be partnering with Netflix or a Super Bowl commercial.
Well, hopefully both.
Because they said that, the COO of Satama mentioned something about 100 million viewers.
Wow.
So I'm thinking Super Bowl or Netflix.
Holy shit! Yeah, the Super Bowl commercial. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense, right?
Yeah, like that's huge advertising.
Amazing.
So I bought some more kitty
Oh,
last week on that big pullback. I went and picked up 23 million. So I went from staying away from like somewhat meme-ish coins to jumping full in on ones with utility because I got Satama with you like over a month ago, right? And
Yeah.
now I just keep adding kitty.
Oh, Kitty Inu. I thought you said titty.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm like, titty, that's a new one.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I would definitely the big thing that's got us excited because we're 90s guys, Tim and I, Tim Perry, is it's got like a Mario Kart type game, and it's going to be a play to earn game. But the other thing we're thinking is, dogs have run, cats haven't run. Memes usually do pretty well, and this one has so much utility, and they've just partnered with Pudgy Penguins, Bored Ape Yacht Club. They've got the Shiba Inu, and these are going to be drivers for the carts. So
Oh, nice.
I think, and they've only been out. They haven't even been out for a month, so we're super excited about it.
Nice.
I was just looking up Kitty. It looks pretty good. I mean, it's pretty high up there, but it dropped a little today. But it's on my watch list, so I haven't bought into it yet.
And they're migrating or whatever, merging with Binance Chain in maybe a month.
Cool.
So then that's but not Binance through the chain of your MetaMask, Binance Chain. But
yeah.
that's also
good.
kind of bullish because that's where you see huge gainers is on Binance.
The gas fees are so cheap, right? That's why,
Well, and yeah, and we just kind of sucked it up and said, this is the cost of doing business to get in early. So
I bought some. I bought $1,000 worth of Sanjay this morning, and it was $136 Canadian for the gas.
Gas? Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I paid up to $250, but on some.
that's why I ran away to Matic for so long. It's
Well,
like,
yeah, like that's like next to no fucking gas fees on Matic.
well, they even went up on gas fees. It was like fractions of a penny, and now like the most I've spent is I think 10 cents.
Mm.
And it's like
Still.
when I first started farming, I made a few mistakes, right? And if I was doing that on Uniswap or whatever, I would have been just getting killed with gas because it would be like, shit, I didn't want to do that. Flip it back, do this. And whereas there, I went through like 5 or 6 cents. I would have been out like $1,000.
What are you holding up there, Nay?
That's average buy-in on Matic, 4 cents.
You
Yeah,
got
me.
in at 4 cents?
Yes, I did.
Average.
I thought I was pretty good at $1.01, but 4 cents.
Thank you.
How long have you been on Matic?
I got into crypto in February, and I immediately got on Matic. It was one of the first altcoins I bought after Bitcoin.
Oh shit! Eh? What brought you to Matic so quickly?
It was listening to Lark Davis channel, Polygon Matic. He was raving about it, and I was like, oh, I didn't know anything about crypto, and I was like, oh, it's only 4 cents. I didn't know what that meant. I was like, it's only 4 cents. I could get like a whole bunch of that. He's begging people. He's like, I'm telling you, this is the one. And Lark, you guys watch Lark Davis? Crypto Lark?
I'm not
I don't.
sure. It's not ringing a bell.
Oh my god! Oh my god, that blows my mind. Okay, so this guy's made me wealthy in crypto. So check him out. It's
Davis.
Lark Davis on YouTube. You're going
Mark
to
Davis.
You're gonna like the bird, like a skylark, Lark.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're going to love him. He's very successful. He's got his own thing going on, with his own financial advisory and all that. But his YouTube channel has made me wealthy, and he's the one that told me about so many great things. I didn't even know what the metaverse was when he was talking about it. I found out about Decentraland from him, and the first time I ever heard about the Sandbox was from him. But the best thing about Lark Davis is he goes live almost every day. He does an upload almost every day.
Okay,
so
yeah, I have seen this guy.
Oh, you have?
Yeah.
He's great, and he's in front of everything.
I've watched some of his stuff.
Oh, he's just, and he's just really nice. Really nice guy.
I'll pay attention more to him then.
Yeah.
Okay, he's going on my sticky, so look him up.
He's talking about parachains now. He just dumped all of his Polkadot for parachains. He's in the Polkadot parachains, but he dumped his Polkadot coin. All of it. I was like, dude, you got me into Polkadot. And he's like, yeah, but I'll tell you about one I got in on that's going to drive you freaking crazy. Okay? Because I like the name. It was Harmony One. I saw Harmony One when I was purchasing crypto. And the only reason I bought it was because my buddy that did my solar, I'm off grid here, and he did my solar installation, and the name of his company was Harmony. So I was like, I'm going to purchase Harmony One because it was really cheap. And then it did what Matic did. And so I'm way better on Harmony than on Polygon Matic.
Oh, shit.
So yeah, check this out. This is my Harmony One.
Oh, wow.
All right, this is freaking crazy.
So basically, you're staying off grid now.
Yeah, off grid means it's the power is 420, 67% profit loss.
Wow.
420.
Wow.
That's pretty solid.
420% on that one. Yeah, there was when it was doing better, I was like
When you
550.
talk about getting in earlier, like getting in early on something, I got in on Inuyasha and Guzzler.
And I'm not familiar with either.
Inuyasha, it went up like on day 4.5. It went up like 240% or something like that. I can't remember. I don't know how the times works, but I had invested about $1,200 US, and it went up to about 120,000.
Holy shit.
And I couldn't. And stupid me, I didn't sell any of it.
Right.
And because I was thinking, oh, it's got to keep going, keep going.
Right.
And then it kind of dropped down to 100, and it dropped down to 80. I'm still up like 1,000% on this thing. And then on Guzzler, they just listed them. So that was the one where I paid $250 gas on. On Guzzler, they just launched last week, and I got in on the pre-sale.
I was watching the launch.
Yeah, it was nuts. And I tell you, I had my coat on and everything because I had to go out for lunch, and they were like, okay, we're gonna drop the thing at noon, right? And I was like waiting at noon. I was like, when are they dropping the contract, man? Like, hurry up, I gotta go, right? And so I was just sitting in front of my computer waiting, and you gotta be careful, right? Because they were getting a lot of fake people going in, like people imitating the Joey, the developer.
Huh.
And so I was watching it. So luckily they had locked off the chat. They put up the thing, and I went in right away. Tried 3 times, got and then I got in. So I was really, really lucky. So that one is up about. Let me see here. That one is up about right now 216%. So
Great, man. Great.
so I think they're going to be launching Inuyasha as the incubator. So they're the ones that launch all these new projects like Guzzler and all that. And so they have another project that will be launching this month sometime. So if you hold a certain percentage, or if you hold a certain number of Inuyasha coins, then you get in on the pre-sale. So I think pre-sale is the way to go, right? And it's been proven, because one of the things I kept hearing about, you talked about rugs, right, Ken? Like last week, you talked about a couple of rugs. And I was like, that's the only thing I keep worrying about, right? Is like
Rug pulls?
getting rugged.
Yeah.
Well, see, I think that incubator, I think they verify the code. I was just part of a map.
Let me ask you guys a quick question, Oracle. I'm sorry to interrupt, but you're talking about a rug pull, right?
Go ahead. Yeah.
You're talking about a rug pull?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if it's a really bad rug pull, can we call it a rug burn? Go on, Oracle. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, man. I'm a horrible person.
on Sunday they were doing a launch of a token called Stealth, and what
yeah.
this Stealth token was going to do was they were going to be ones that would take on contracts, verify the contracts to make sure they're not rug pulled, and then they would launch those on their platform. Well, that whole thing turned out to be a fucking fiasco because the developer screwed with the coding and they included a bot. And what happened was everybody bought in, and the first 19 seconds, nobody could sell. 20 seconds later, you could sell. The first one that sold was a bot that bought on block 0. And he sold 661 ETH. 2.8 million. And the developer.
Freaking
now,
hackers.
They have gotten back like 400 ETH so far. This is the only rug that I know of that they're able to get money back from the fraudster.
Wow. That is crazy.
And now they're talking about doing a V2 and, you know, giving half of your ETH back, and then they'll give you the V2 token for the other half. But I'm just like, that's silly. What's going to happen is people that aren't already invested are going to invest, and then these people are going to turn around and dump their V2 tokens just to make that extra 50% they didn't get back.
Oh,
it's hilarious. They have a live Telegraph voice chat, and I've been like listening to it every couple hours during the day. I'm just like, wow.
Are you guys interested?
He's looking at making more changes because everyone's getting so upset they can't get anything.
Are you guys interested? Oh, I'm sorry.
Their apps just absolutely dropped.
Go ahead, Renee. What'd you say there, Renee?
Oh, me? I was just gonna ask you guys if you were interested in any of the gaming tokens. Are you guys looking at that yet? What's in the metaverse?
You want to talk to Neil about that?
Well, Kitty's one. It's a play to earn, and then I've been watching UFO.
Yeah, UFO's one.
That's one that, yeah, like it's got a really interesting thing. And
didn't you have UFO a couple of months ago?
I never grabbed it, but I was talking about it.
Same here. I talk about things and don't grab them all the time because I always talk about things when I don't have any money. It's fucking so funny.
Yeah. Well, you know what it is I don't have, I guess, the nuts yet to jump but there's been a few that I've talked to Tim about, and he's like, you should do it, but like, it's not like I'm just spending my money, right? Like, so that's part of my hesitation, and like, I've got 3 kids, they're all very young. Look, I did just get a full-time permanent job. I was permanent part-time, so that alleviates it a bit, but it's like, it's hard to do this when, you know, the wife doesn't quite understand it, and then she heard me talking to friends that are like from university that are highly educated, super successful, and they're like, don't buy horses, don't do crypto, blah 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 blah, and I was like, fuck you guys, like, and so it's like, and it's funny because like I don't give a shit, but like I'm also here to have fun, and that's why I think I've really been drawn to the NFTs because like, man, like I'm having a ton of fun with it. I've connected with a few people just based on like posts and that, and you know, Discord, it's something to navigate, but it's a really good place to get info.
Have you sold
I
NFTs?
want you to talk to
many
May
questions.
about the thing you're in, the horses.
Zed Run?
Yeah, I want you to talk to Nay about Zed Run because I think Nay would find possibly some interest in that.
Okay, so it's a blockchain game, and the NFTs are actually horses that you can race in the game.
Gotcha.
But the thing that drew me to it is that you can actually breed the horses to create another horse.
Oh man, that's
so
cool.
It's almost like a way to like farm your coin, right? In the sense that like when you put in your 2 coins, and you provide liquidity, you get X back. Well, if you put these 2 horses together, you get a horse in return. And then there's all different breeds and levels, so like the price goes up and down. But I've been playing, they've got a number of free race tournaments, and I actually just went in a paid race for the first time, just 250, just to test it out. But it's been pretty neat, and you can. What I've been doing is focusing on coat colors to try and get rare coat colors, so that that's something that's of value.
Right.
At least I think it will be. And then they call them Genesis, and those are the original horses, and there'll only ever be 28,000 of them.
When you said 250, what do you mean?
Then,
When you said it costs 250, what's that?
$2.50.
Great. I was like, tell me this guy ain't ate up with $250 to race in a game. So glad. Yeah, that's my buy-in on a game right there, about $2.50. So you're a smart guy. I love this. Yes.
Yeah. So, but like, there are obviously, as you go higher, you'd spend more. You can wager more. But I'm still trying to figure out the game because I think it's been launched for a little over a year, so it's still really early. But there's a lot to take in, right? And I fucked up. I was talking about it on the mainstream. I sent horses to the wrong address, so I'm trying to reach out to the guy that I sent it to, just being like, hey, because I was talking with Tim about it, and I was looking through his wallet, and he doesn't have any NFTs.
Right.
So he's probably sitting there, has no idea these are in his wallet, because he's not looking for them, right?
Right.
Because they're an ERC 20 variation in NFTs, so I'm like, I feel like an idiot, but like, you fucked up. It's because I was rushing. I wasn't paying attention. My bad. I got to try and fix that error. But I still have a full stable of females. These were new horses I bought to stud.
Wow.
So let me ask: have you sold anything? Have you sold any NFTs? I know you've been purchasing them. Have you sold anything and made money?
Just on Vivi, the app for Ikami. I got a rare drop probably about 2-3 weeks ago, and I bought it for $60. I sold it for like 100 or $830.
Whoa! What's the percentage? What was the percentage you got on that? You got it for $60 and you sold it for $800?
Yeah, a little over 800.
So what's the percentage?
I don't know, probably like a 60x or something.
Dude,
that's crazy.
That is fucking insane, man.
Yeah, and it's so easy because it's all done in the app, so they set the minimum price.
Wow.
All you have to do is go in and get it, right?
It's amazing.
So I take a break at work because it's at 11 o'clock Eastern a.m. So I take a break at about 10 to 11 and go sit in the calf and then just sit there and mash the button when it comes up.
For the free, it's like an airdrop,
old
right?
School button mashing. Yeah, but the really neat thing is because they set the base price, it's not exorbitant. Like, it's hard to go in and mint some of these NFTs when you know there's going to be gas,
right?
Plus what the cost is,
right? And that's all about to come down.
The one thing I've learned,
prices, it's all coming down. Level 2. Yeah. So hang in there. The gas fees are going down.
Well, and you saw Matic, right? It went on a little bit of a run today.
Matic's at $2.18 right now. $2.18.
Is it? Yeah, because it went up, hit 2, went below. I was actually saying to Tim, I feel like I need to just max out whatever I can send and just jump on Matic right now. It looks like it's gonna explode.
It's everything. It's like so many things depend on it now, and it's the next Ethereum, basically. It's like Polkadot.
And they're saying there's going to be a supply crisis for ETH now with this the stock flow, like what's exiting exchanges and how much purchasing. Like, there's not going to be any ETH left.
Right. That's what Lark Davis was just talking about. He's like, there's 1 million ETH already burned. He's like, it's not that much time before there's not going to be any ETH to go around, and it's going to be so expensive, and everybody's going to be holding on to their ETH. He said, just wait. He's like, $10,000 ETH, man. It's months away. I'm like, I hope so, Lark. I hope so, bro. He is a hopium guy. He is a...
I want you guys to subscribe to Nate's channel. It's at Nate's Garden.
Oh, thank you.
I'm already subscribed.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, are you?
Yeah. I think it was like 3 weeks ago, and 4 weeks, a month ago, when Nate showed his face. I was like, oh, I like him.
Oh, cool.
Subscribe.
Oh, thank you. Wonderful.
Yeah. When you were on this channel, when you were on this channel about a month ago, did you make your first appearance?
Yes, that was my first one.
3 weeks or a month ago. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sorry, what is it? May's Garden?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Ken, you're on Fridays, right?
Yes, Friday is a relaxing chit chat about whatever you want to talk about.
How do you spell May's Garden?
NAYS.
N-A, okay, sorry. Okay, pardon me.
Yeah, I'm trying to set it up around 7:30, 8 o'clock every Friday, and have Candace on there, and we'll go through some crypto news that we hear about. But other than that, you know, it's just relax, chit chat, talk about whatever you want to talk about.
Hey, wait! I just realized I'm subscribed to the one where there's 25.5 thousand subscribers, but then there's another Nays Garden with 2,000.
That's correct. The one with 25,000 subscribers I can't broadcast to anymore because they banned me. They blocked me for another till December something for COVID medical misinformation because I was having conversations with people about COVID.
Okay, so I should subscribe to your 2,000 one.
Yes, that is the one that I
Subscribe to them all.
That is the one that I broadcast live to 3 times a day. You won't see any broadcasts on the big channel until they fix that. Who is our new friend?
Okay.
Who's our new friend? Secret Lab.
That is.
Seacrest Lab.
That's me.
What do we
How's
call
it
you?
going? Just popping in to say hello.
What do we call you?
You can call me Jason, but if you want to call me Secret Lab, you can do that too.
I like Jason.
What's up, Jay?
Jason, what's up?
Not much. How's it going? Good to see you all. Good to see you all.
It's good to see
Hey,
you
it's
too.
good chatting with all of you, eh? Ken, I'm looking forward to your thing on Friday, and I'll look forward to the rest of the Sundays and Wednesdays chats as well, as usual. I'm gonna check in on the other one because I have another call at 9 p.m. So nice talking with all of you.
Have you been going to Candace's on Saturday as well?
I usually catch up after. I can't, like, Saturday nights I'm usually out and about, so
Okay.
yeah.
I just want to make sure you're aware of it.
Yeah, no, I'm subscribed to her too.
Okay.
I'm subscribed to everybody. This is awesome. So, anyways,
It
I'll
is.
chat to you in a bit.
Yep, talk to you later.
Ciao.
That was
See,
nice.
this platform is really new.
I love it.
So,
Love it.
Jason, you'll be excited. I got, I actually meant to message you. I signed up for Dapper Labs.
Yeah? Love it.
What one was it? Dapper Team, and it's for the NFL.
Yeah, that's awesome. It's coming quick. Is it? I was just talking about someone because I was like, I think it's launching like this December.
Yeah, it's coming up. It looks like. I'm wondering if they're gonna try and match it with the Super Bowl, right?
So that's what? That's NFL NFTs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
you know it.
Exact same thing as Top Shot for
Right,
for NFL.
okay.
It's the same production team as Top Shot, right? Like
Yeah.
same group.
Yeah, they're coming out saying they're like, we've got some fun stuff planned. That's not just, it's not going to be an exact replica of Top Shot. They've got some fun stuff planned. So I'm excited to see what they come out with.
There's another one too. Are you into Ikami?
I'm not.
So the new one that I found, they're gonna open up minting for passes. They're $300. You can pay with numerous kinds of cryptocurrency or fiat or credit.
Yeah.
So their onboarding looks like it's incredible. In 7 days, and it's called Recur Forever, RECUR. And one of the main ones they said is, I believe it was CBS Viacom is one that they've announced, and they say they have a whole bunch more. Old School Ninja Turtles is one they were showing.
Nice.
So I'm looking at this. They say they're only minting these for 24 hours, and however many they mint is however many. And then they're going to mint an extra 10% for community rewards. And I'm just like, man, if this is the kind of thing where you can get access super early to collectibles that are going to be, it's and that's just access to their beta.
Yeah, Star Trek, Godfather. Got a lot of university sports in there.
Do you guys are any of your
Yeah.
NFTs? Are you talking about NFTs, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are
so
those-
It looks like a new kind of.
Are any of those like 3D representations? Like, are they like spinning? Like you can manipulate them, or is it just like a solid image?
So for VV, if you get depends on the collectible, but yeah, even the like they had can't remember the artist, but you can even like turn the art around and
Yes.
look at the back of the art.
Yes.
And then
the
they'll
underside.
have like an interactive Iron Man where you can zoom in and out and see detail in the costumes. So like some of them are quite interesting. The other ones that you're kind of thinking of are the I don't have any of the pixelated stuff. I'm just
Right.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Right.
I
That.
want to get in, but it's just at that price, right? In some of them, but I really like the stuff that you can kind of manipulate and
Sure.
put into the augmented reality.
You know who Andre Geek is on YouTube? Andre Geek. Andre.
No.
Okay, check him out. ANDREI J. I think it's JHIK, or it's a weird spelling. Just put Andre EI and try to spell Jake. It's like a weird spelling. Crypto. You'll find him. He's huge. He's got over 1 million followers. Now check this out, bro. He's got a pad in one of the metaverses where you just walk in there and all of his NFTs are in there in this big room, showroom. He's got a car. He's got, Superman just standing there, and you just walk right up to it, man, in his virtual living room. And if you go to one of his last uploads, he shows that on his YouTube channel. You can go see that. And you could probably go visit it. It's amazing. It's like you get your own showroom, 3D. You're walking around in there, and man, one of these guys that I was hanging out with today when I was in Somnium, he was wearing a full manipulating suit. I mean, he was doing his hands. He was standing in front of me, just totally screwing with me. He was like, "Yo, bro." He'd go like this. He's like, "Yo, bro, check this out, man." And I couldn't do anything. I'm just standing there like a little. Like what's the goddamn Minecraft dude, just standing there like a Lego figure, and he looks like Superman, glowing. Billy, what's up? All right, so yeah, we're live on my YouTube channel. I'm Naze Garden on YouTube. We're live. You guys are live on YouTube, just so you know.
What are you getting into these days?
Yeah, so I just minted a Impact Theory Founders Key. So if you look up Impact Theory, it's Tom Billio. He's been an entrepreneur forever. He was, named whatever, successful. He's kind of a Gary Vee type guy, and he's launching an entire portfolio, essentially, of things. So they're launching. Hey.
Rock stars.
Oh, welcome.
Welcome back, Jason. What rock stars in here?
Yeah, how's it going? So yeah, he's launching an entire. His entire roadmap is he's launching an NFT series with Steve Aoki. He's got a whole bunch of anime things he's launching. He just launched a Christmas one. Like he's basically trying to his goal is to outpace Disney, and he. Has been to school. Yeah, he's been to film school. He has Harabox, who is an ex-artist from Disney. If you look up like Mary Mods, that's something that they just launched this Christmas. And so similar to what you're saying, you get, I got one free mint with the key, and then you get a whole bunch of other perks, airdrops, exclusive pre-sale access to everything. So I've been most excited about that, just because I know. Previously, I was debating the Gary Vee when it came out. I didn't do it, and then I had that same kind of feeling for this one, and I was like, I'm not missing out. Whether I'm wrong or not, I was like, I'm not missing out again. I'll pop it in. So that's the one I'm most excited about.
When was the mint date?
They've been minting for a while. I got the only one that was left, because I didn't hear about it at the time. They had 3 tiers. There's Relentless, Heroic, and Legendary. Legendary was like ridiculously expensive. The Heroic I got, I think, was 0.75 ETH, which is, hefty. And then the Relentless one, the entry-level one, both the legendary and the relentless were both sold out. There was like 0.05 ETH, I think, for that level, but you didn't
It's
get very much.
expensive. It's a lot of money.
So yeah, the heroic ones were still minting.
Holy shit.
But they were going to. I think there's an end date coming up because he's going to burn them, or not burn them. He's going to vault them if they don't get minted by a certain day, and just
Can I ask you a quick question about airdrops? Do they ever have airdrops where you could just get this stuff? Because I was checking out airdrops on one of the services. I think it was CoinMarketCap. And you had to do all of this stuff. And then even once you did all of this stuff, it was a freaking drawing. And they're only giving out like 1,000 or only giving out like 500. Or is there anywhere you like definitely get the freaking thing? Because I'm new to airdrops.
I think that depends on the project and what they're doing. Like there's some NFT projects aren't there that aren't great, so they try and get like as much value from you as they can, and then they just give you something.
Nice.
There are others where it's like if you've already paid into the community, it's a little bit more established. Then the airdrops they give you are legitimate NFTs from like other collections and stuff.
Right, man. It's good to know because people have asked me about airdrops, and I didn't know what to say, man. So I was like, a couple days ago, I was like, oh, I'm gonna go check out airdrops. I was like, oh man, this is work. I'm like, and then you get all the way through it, and then to find out at the very bottom, it's like, yeah, we're only giving out 500 of these, and it's like 3 million people have entered. I'm like, oh man.
Everyone's looking for that golden ticket.
Everybody is. I am too. Guilty as charged, and so is my audience.
Yeah.
You can say hi to Nick. Put your head in the camera and say
Hi.
Yeah, very fair.
Hi.
Hi.
Nice to see you.
Yeah, I was actually, I was looking at an NFT today, Jason, and I decided I was digging through their Discord, I was digging through their Twitter, and I was like, they're not posting enough, they don't have enough followers, I think I'm going to take a pass. I feel like people aren't going to know enough about the project, jump in, and then be, annoyed, and then put it on OpenSea. And so I just looked at it this morning before work, because it's in Australia, and it was at like 5 a.m. and it'd been delayed because of technical issues. And I'm like, yeah, I might actually know what I'm doing now. I think I'm taking and I think it's really interesting. But I'm like, I just think they're too ambitious. Like they want to do greyhound racing, so I was gonna mint a greyhound. Then they want to do horse racing, race cars and motorbikes. And I'm like, they don't even have a game possibly launching until early next year.
No.
And that means that could be April, right? Early next year.
Yeah, like that's a lot of that's a lot. That's a huge ambition with nothing to show for it. It sounds as of yet.
Well, yeah, and you'd just be getting into the beta, and I was just like, man, I was just like, you know what? There's not enough people following this Twitter for it to be worth it, because their lowest was 0.007. The only good thing they were doing is they were it was on the Matic chain, so there would have been no gas.
No fees, which is nice. Yeah, you're exactly right though. Like if you go into the Discords, you can get a feel very quickly if it's if it's going to be legitimate, if you're going to get rug pulled or something. B, if it's actually has a community, or if it's just a bunch of people pretending to be there.
But like your whole thing about going on the Discord was so right. Like I've been doing a lot more work in there, and you can get way more info in there.
Yeah.
I'm just saying this. Where do you guys find the time to be able to do some of this? Because
it's a great question.
You can't do any of this on your phone. So
let me just tell you, brother. Can I just ask him what his name is? I haven't met him yet. What's your name? I'm sorry, sir.
Gary.
Gary, I'm Nay. It's nice to meet you. And I just want to say I'm retired and I have a hard time finding time to do crypto. And there's things I've neglected for months that I should have done. Like, get into a high APY and things like that. And I just put it off and put it off. It's hard to find time for it. But go ahead, brother. I'm sorry, man.
No, it's not that. It's all these NFTs and OpenSea and finding the right, I have 2 children. I know you guys have children too. So I mean,
not me. No kids.
I'm like, where does these guys find this time?
I don't have any friends other than through the computer now. You know, restrictions started it. Crypto is and NFT has just cemented the fact that I am an antisocial person unless you're on the other side of a cord.
Yeah.
You gotta find what it is you gotta find a good source, and you just kind of stick with the information they give you, and then you research that information. It's kind of like being part of Crypto Night in Canada. We give you ideas,
Yeah.
right? And then, you know, when you find time, you know, whether it be an hour in the morning while you're having your coffee before you go to work, or, you know, an hour after you have dinner, you just sit down and be like, okay, well, I'm interested in this. You Google it, you research it, you know.
So I've done a lot of my research on crypto and all the obviously not just altcoins, but through the Matic and things like that. And I've made a small fortune. I'm doing very, very well.
Nice.
But I have so much invested in that. It's like, okay, I can't pull any of it out because the gas fees are going to actually just kill me. So now it just sits there. So now I got all this cash, and I was like, what's my next step? Where do I go? And I was just talking to Jason, right?
Yeah.
I was saying, it's like, you know, I want to get into NFTs. I'm a little still nervous about it. I listen to you guys, and then I write stuff down, and I look at it, and then I sit at my computer, and it's like, oh my, this is just like, I almost need the baby steps. Like, I don't understand it whatsoever.
You know, if you want a good place to be, if you did, there's tons of content with Vivi, but if you're willing to put it like there, it's still super early. But if you hit a drop and you hit a rare or an ultra rare, you're gonna set your whole account up for funding to keep building your collection, which in time could be worth something. Because especially with Vivi, and one of the big things I'm looking at is you know, partnerships and licenses, right? Because those are big. Like, people want the real thing. Like 2 weeks ago on Vivi was the Disney week, and it was called Disney Moments, and it was insane. Like, things you click, I hit one out of the whole week, and there was probably like, I don't know, like 12 drops in the week, and it was so crazy. And then all of a sudden, the secondary market, like some of these things that were, you know, $800-900 hit $5,000. And it's because you're starting to see the collectors come in, and it's something I've recently shifted to. Is I'm trying to collect all the comics off Vivi, because I just collected a first edition Amazing Spider-Man, a first edition Fantastic Four, first edition Daredevil, first appearance of Loki, first edition of Hulk, first appearance of Deadpool. I actually grabbed a couple of them, the first ever Marvels, and I'm taking a calculated guess that these are going to be worth a lot more when people on board, because that first edition Amazing Spider-Man is easy 10 grand in paper, and they did 100,000 print, and I think they only did 60 for the VV digital, so it's actually less. And when you see, like, imagine you met this comic collector, which I've never been. I'm doing this purely from my profits. Imagine you told him he could get an Amazing Spider-Man first edition for $100. They'd be like, sign me up, because they'd probably never even seen one, right, in person.
Wow.
So
yeah, I'm looking at it now. Yeah.
Yeah. So like, it might be a place, but there's tons of content. And the one guy I was reading, he was actually holding up his digital. He'd have his digital copy on his screen, and then he was holding up his physical comic. Be like, no, I have both. And like, so he's a hardcore collector, and he's like, I am transitioning into NFTs, and I'm gonna take my. And he's like, because if you think about hardcore comic collectors, like, there might be ones that want a certain mint number to match their actual physical print. And one of the reasons why I did well, and I was telling Nay that I flipped digital collectible for a lot in about a week, is it was an 8,000, or I was an 800 out of I think it was 3,000 or 5,000, so it was a lower mint than a lot. So like, all that stuff matters to hardcore collectors. I'm still just learning, but I'm basically trying to hit any drop I can get, and if I get a common, I'm going to sit on it because it didn't cost me that much in the scheme of things. And if I hit something rare, I'm going to try and flip it for max profit.
All right.
Unless if I would have got the R2D2 digital collectible, like the actual one, I would not have sold that. I would have done that for sure.
I was talking to Jason about, you know, I'm really getting my 11-year-old is really really starting to know a lot more than I am when it comes to NFTs. Laugh all you want. I'm paying them Bitcoin. I've been paying them $10 a week in Bitcoin.
I'm sorry.
That's
That's
awesome.
the way it is, man.
So,
That's the way it is.
so I was telling Jason we're looking into a rare card or something that he can have interest in. That's that step where okay, I'd love to see him getting more and more involved in that, and I sit back. I mean, I'm the old guy. I don't. That's what I'm trying to get to, and I'm just trying to figure it all out so I can show him some simple steps and say, okay, let's look into this. But I hate to have him lose or get lost into this cycle. So
Yeah. Well, Neil nailed it already. Of like, get into the communities that already have, clouding community behind it. You've got, Vivi with, Marvel, Disney, all those.
yeah,
That community already exists. If it's a brand new NFT, they have to create that audience and create that crowd. But if it already exists, NFL, and the brand recognition's already there. The audience is already there. I shouldn't say minimal risk, but less risk than some, person that's just creating a collection from scratch.
And if you think of like big business, right? They very seldom get into agreements unless they vetted that company, right? Yeah. So usually if you're going to get a license and permission to use their trademarks, their figures, their likenesses, they're going to be damn sure that you're not going to screw them up.
Yeah.
Because, think of Disney. How many years did they take now to build a brand?
Yeah, no kidding.
Whether you like it or not, they have a brand. It's powerful. It's full of money, and lots of people are drawn to it, right? So knowing that they jumped in and they're one of the first ones, like the first golden moment for Disney, which was interesting, was actually The Simpsons. That was the first. It was Bart or Homer choking Bart.
Yeah.
And then the other one was Bart's skateboard, and I was just like, wow, if you think about it, how long has The Simpsons been on? 30 years now?
Longest running animated show, I think.
Yeah, at this point.
So and the more I've gotten into Vivi, the more impressed I've been, because I'm getting access to things that I probably shouldn't be getting access to, right? I don't know. I've never collected comics, but I'll tell you what, it's pretty cool having the first edition Amazing Spider-Man.
Can I just say one thing about that? Lark Davis was literally talking about exactly what you're talking about right now, and talking about what the value of what you're holding right now is going to be in a few years. He said, imagine what first edition comics, first edition when you have an Iron Man, and he was saying these things by name. And that was literally on Lark Davis's, I believe it was his upload from this morning. And then I was picturing the Superman that Andre Jeeks got in his showroom of Superman, going like this, spinning around. And I'm thinking to myself, man, I'm going to hate myself for not picking some of these up. I'm going to hate myself because I'm going to hear from people like you when we were talking about it, and you're like, yeah, I got this, that. You guys are talking about NFL. We're going to get this NFT, and I'm doing horses, and the horses are NFTs. And I have, how many NFTs I own right now? Boom. I don't own a single one. I've never purchased an NFT before. So it's like, I got to put my toe in the water or something, man,
That's just it, right?
Yeah.
I hear a lot more about it on our weekly events here, and it's starting to stir in. I think I really need to start buying something.
It's like you really should start looking at crypto, man. You really should start looking at Bitcoin, bro.
Well, you know what you could do for your son is set him up with a VV account, because it is know your client, but you could set him up with your account and fund him and let him go to town. Because
that's what I'm thinking about doing. Yeah.
The drops for the comics are $6.99, $6.99.
Perfect.
And if he hits a secret rare, some of them are going for $1,000, immediately.
So you could spend $7 and then flip it for $1,000.
I spent 16. Yeah. So I've never hit a secret rare. I've hit a couple rares, and that's where my account is. I've got almost $200 more in my account than I've actually invested, and I've got fuck, I don't know. I got 15 comics, 12 collectibles. I got the first edition. I was watching this one video. It's the first edition Steve Rogers, but it's in the little characters, and it's the first time Captain America's appeared in the VV universe. But apparently, it's a giant file size, and there's going to be a VV-verse where you will take this character and other characters and play in the game with these characters.
Wow.
And then they've just announced that, like, if you have certain characters, you can put them out for people to rent from you to participate. So I was like, well, shit, I'm going to go get Steve Rogers and the Falcon, because they're not that much money, and they're both the first time they've appeared, and they'll be available in this game. So, like, and the VV community, man, like, they're not going to let it fail. Like, some of these people are just obsessed.
Well, we just had our first experience, I think, a couple weeks ago, where I've been sending him the Bitcoin through ShakePay, and he got to see the loss of his value of cash because he took a dip.
Sure.
And boy, that's an eye opener for a child. It's like, wait a second, I put
lost
10 in
money.
and I only got 8 now.
Right.
What happened?
Right.
Yeah.
We did that.
That is good to see, though, right? That's a good lesson.
Are you guys using Celsius at all? Are you aware of Celsius?
No.
Okay, great.
No, I'm not.
I know a little bit about it.
Jason?
I'm not.
Oh my goodness. So this is the deal. So any kind of crypto you got that you don't want anymore, buy synthetics. What is it? SNX? I think it's SNX. So right now it's down really low. It's like $7 and it's $7.30. Okay? I was buying it somewhere around $9 or something. So now's your chance. Listen. You take that, you open up a Celsius account for free, you put it in your Synthetics wallet, and you start getting 13.99% APY, and they make payments on it every week. It's the best goddamn thing since sliced bread. I'm telling you, I love it. I've made over $2,000 just having my money sitting in Celsius, just an APY.
Okay.
And I've only been in there for like 5 or 6 months. So
Maddox at 9.
Yeah, Matic is. I'm doing really well with Matic. Who started Matic? What's his name?
you guys hold Matic?
Tim jumped on.
Tim.
Tim,
Hang on.
Tim
So
Perry-
Tim.
yeah, he started telling me about it just before 40 cents.
Yes. So when Tim was first on the channel and talked about Matic, I said, you know what? What the hell? So I bought I bought a fair amount of coins, and I think I got 600, 700 coins, and that thing just like keeps going. I'm like, why am I going to get rid of this? This is great.
So
I know you're supposed to cash out your profits. Forget about it, you know?
on Celsius, they've got a Matic wallet. So if you put your Matic in there, you don't get 14% interest, but you do get it's Polygon Matic, right? You do get, you guys,
Yeah.
this is what you get on your Matic. 8.99% APY.
That's
I
pretty
might,
good.
I might have to move my stuff over. Right
Bro,
now it's on
Bro,
an
they got
exchange
this.
wallet.
They got this thing over there called HODL mode. So you put all your money in, and just think of it as a long-term piggy bank. You put it in HODL mode, and they give you a key, and you got to write it down. You know, just like when you're doing exchanges and stuff like that. And nobody can get into your account to get your cash out. It is a fantastic thing. I love it.
Celsius is Canadian based, isn't it?
I do not think so. I think they're in New York City.
No.
No, it was Ledin was Canadian.
Their main,
Lennon, that's
and
it,
they've got people though that work for them all over the country, all over the world. But the main guy, he's got a European accent. I don't know where he's from, but he's based out of New York City now, I believe. Oh, they're on it, man. Look at their exchange rate. Look at their APYs on different currencies, because they got it on Bitcoin. They've got it for Ethereum. You know, they've got it for Polkadot. They've got it for USD. Oh, man, they're giving a great deal on USD. Do you guys hold any USD? See?
Aren't they? Isn't it like 9% or something?
10 now. They're
Or is
giving
it more?
10% at Celsius for USDC. And like I said, they pay weekly. So
But BlockFi does that too. BlockFi gives almost 10%.
BlockFi is competitive with Celsius on a couple of rates, and I am using both BlockFi and Celsius against each other because BlockFi is offering a higher rate on something that I'm having over there. One Bitcoin. I got one Bitcoin and something else sitting on BlockFi getting good interest. Can't remember what it was.
Yeah,
I have to look.
my Bitcoin's sitting on BlockFi.
Everyone should have one Bitcoin sitting on BlockFi at least.
Oh, wait, listen.
One full Bitcoin.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep.
That'd be nice.
Yep.
Yeah,
I could have bought almost two a couple weeks ago, but I didn't.
that's crazy, eh?
Just before the
The dip.
Beta map.
The dip.
Yeah.
We're having too much fun here.
Yeah, a good
Jason.
friend of mine owns
I'm
4.5
sorry.
Bitcoin right now, but he owns 10 rigging machines scattered around the country.
He'd probably make more money off that than he would trading.
Yeah.
Jason, you know who
Oh,
Vince?
for sure.
You know Vince Vaughn, of course, from
Yes, sir.
You're being called Vince Vaughn in my chat on the live stream right now.
All right, I'll take that.
All right.
I'll still take that. That's a new one. I've heard Andrew Garfield.
We've
That
got
Vince Vaughn,
so far.
so
We've had Ted Nugent in the blue shirt. We've got Hitman, of course.
Yeah, I'll take that, man.
Yeah, that's great.
That's about right. Yeah.
Oh, so funny. The chat's a riot.
All right, boys. I'll be right back.
He's got to go kill somebody real quick. He'll be right back.
Agent 48.
Ooh, what is this?
No, I'm just waiting. I'm waiting for my kitty and my Satama.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I think Kitty's gonna be big.
Kitty's gonna be
Data
big.
mass should be out soon.
Say Tom is gonna be
But
big.
it's-
Kitty's gonna
it's
be
a
big.
wallet and an exchange, so it's going to take a bit for it to actually come through Certic. A lot of people don't understand that. It's not just a wallet; it's a wallet and an exchange, like a DEX built into a wallet.
Which one's
It's
that?
like SataMask.
Satamask.
Yeah, it's like MetaMask on steroids. It's like MetaMask and Uniswap together, and they have that in Certic right now. So they've had it for 3 weeks now, I think, auditing it and everything. It's onboarded, so they're working on it. So that's supposed to be huge. Cut your gas fees right out. You just load that
Yeah.
wallet,
Oh.
buy your coin, and you're holding it at the same time. Right there, you don't have to send it anywhere.
So apparently, this is the largest, biggest, only group on the channel now.
Hey, where'd everybody go? I just looked down after you said that, and it's like, whoa.
Everyone else left. I think Nancy wants to come across, but look, here comes Tim. I told you.
Oh, here comes Candace. Candace, Tim, what's up, guys? Hello.
Oh dear.
Yeah, it's a
Hello.
big group.
What have you guys been
I was
doing?
waiting for Nancy to, Nancy's program. Nancy was all about this, but yet she's yet to come over.
Well, she's entertaining like 26 to 30 people over there right now.
Wow.
Yeah, she's having a blast over there.
She is,
Wow.
yeah. She just read her little
amazing.
story, which I think we'll probably clip out. That she gave. No. It was something that she wrote, and it was I don't know if it was presented to the annual general meeting for the company or whether it was to her national team, but it's well, she had people crying.
I love listening to Nancy. She's entertaining. She's she speaks off her sleeve, like she's right off the cuff. She talks the way, I'm assuming she's exactly the same person outside as she is inside this program.
And you wonder why I have quick comebacks.
Oh yeah.
Right, Nate? I mean,
Yeah,
geez,
yes.
you know.
Yes.
I can't go for a long walk in the woods and get lost.
Yeah. Oh goodness.
I went to a client. I don't know. It's just last time here. I went to a client's house today, and she lives out near Simcoe, and it's a big farming community. And her family owns a lot of property out there. They do soybeans. They built themselves a golf course. Da 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 da. And she goes, "Oh, I'll have to show you deer when we come back." And oh yeah, we have deer.
Yeah, and you see, and I kind of think as well, like on a mobile, if somebody were to download the Chrome app and open it up as a browser, they might be able to skip in that way.
Uh-oh.
What
Candace.
happened?
Candace.
Yes, it has to be. No, it has to use Chrome. Right away. The first time
Just
I tried to
stepped on
open it,
me.
I tried to open it in
She just
Safari,
walked
and
all
it
over
was
me. What the
like,
heck?
somewhere where
Bro,
it's Chrome. I was like, okay.
Candace, can you hear Tim?
Hang on, let me go back.
She's on both.
Candace.
She's on both.
Oh. I was just gonna say, my God, girlfriend, you are rude. Mm. Candace is like, I'm not paying attention to that one right now. I'm listening to this one.
Okay, and apparently Christine wasn't able to do it.
Oh Jesus.
Let's just listen to
She said
Candace.
she tried it, yeah.
I tell you what, we're gonna change the title of this show to Candace Out of
No,
Context.
She couldn't do it through Chrome on
Just move groups.
Out of context,
But-
Candace.
Go to a different circle.
Out of context, Candace. I love it.
Candace. Where the hell did everyone go?
Oh, they'll be
We're
back.
moving over, Nay.
Okay, move, go.
Where do I go? What do I do?
Over to the next circle.
What do I do?
You just
grab
click on
the
your
head
icon
and
and pull it
move
over. Drop and drag.
Drop
I
and
can't find
drag.
myself. Help.
From Crypto Night? From App Wonder Me?
Oh, I know.
I don't know what I do. I don't know what to do. They're leaving me. They said participant list. They all just ran out. It's just me and Candace, and I have no idea what I'm doing. Crypto Night in Canada.
Right. Or just right click on the tab and choose Mute Tab.
Oh! Okay. Oh, Candace. Thank you, Candace. Okay. Oh, that's nice. Should we move Candace over? I guess I have to wait for it to load. We'll wait for it. I'm loading right now, I believe. We'll just patiently wait. Here we go.
Dance?
It's all going. It's all falling. It's all going downhill.
Oh no. Whose idea was this?
I think it was a fantastic idea.
I just logged on because I was late, and Nance just put the thing in, and then she put us through.
His thing with my head in the other room, and I had to click out other.
This is a lot of fun, but guys,
No!
I'm sorry, I
Where
gotta
is
do
she?
it
Let me
early.
get out of here. Okay, everybody
Peace
out of the boat.
It's
Everyone
really
out of
good
the
to
pool.
see you
Go to
guys.
another circle.
I'm taking off too.
Everybody out of the pool. It's too damn hot. All right, guys, we'll see you later.
Dude,
Oh, shit. Where's everybody going now?
I don't know. It's not a live stream.
Wait a
it's
minute,
not-
where Claude was it? Where? Yeah.
What is going on?
I have no idea. We got people. Look at the little screen. It's like a freaking football field. Look at this screen. Look at this little place. It's like you want to It's like that whack-a-mole.
Yeah. You funny. That's awesome.
Do you guys know?
Okay, where is it? Nate, you still there?
Yeah, do any of you have any idea how the cost of living in Canada compares to the cost of living in America? Somebody's asking in my chat.
We're probably more expensive. Oh, I have no idea. We're probably more expensive here.
More expensive in Canada.
I'm guessing. I have no statistical proof on that.
Okay,
Yeah,
what's
I
it?
would
What's the
say
game?
from my experience?
Go ahead, your
we're,
experience.
We're about 25 to 30% more expensive. I lived in both countries, I lived in the States for about 11 years.
There you go. Wow. What's a gallon of gas cost there?
Well,
right
we're
now,
in liters. We're in liters, and there's what 2.
I thought it was 4 liters.
2 and a,
Really? I thought it was
No.
4 to a liter.
4 freaking liters in a
No,
gallon.
it's
I thought.
4 liters to a gallon.
That's what I
no,
thought.
but it's not exactly 4. It's like
No,
3
Right.
point
Three-
something.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah, but everybody says 4.
Right.
Right.
They always round it.
So what you
What is
pay
it,
per
142
liter?
a liter right now?
1 liter.
Oh shit, that
equals
is expensive.
What? Yeah, so 1 liter equals a quarter of a gallon.
Yeah, so we're like $5.50 a gallon.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are more, like you said, 30% more expensive, man. Holy moly,
Yeah.
you're more expensive than California, and we're here. It's $4.50.
Oh yeah, I used to live in California.
Where? What part?
Indian Wells.
Yeah, my name is Nay, by the way. What's yours?
Hey, I'm Mark. Nice to
Mark.
meet you.
It's very nice to meet you too, man. What is that? Northern part or is that down south?
No, just outside of Palm Springs.
So like kind of LA-ish.
Yeah, just an hour and a half out of LA.
Okay, cool. I'm up in Northern Cal, up in Lake County where all those fires started. The horrible ones started a few years ago.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Nice area though.
I love it. It's beautiful. I live on 6 acres, and I came here from Orlando, Florida 12 years ago. From the city, basically.
Wow.
Yeah. But I love it. Oh, it's gorgeous. What kind of areas do you guys live in? Oracle, what kind of an area do you live in? You're in the middle of the city?
So I live in the city, but I'm on the lake, so just waiting for crypto to cash out so I can buy my new boat.
You're
So,
lake. Are you
hey,
lakefront? Yeah. What? Yeah, Tim.
Nay.
Yes.
Nay. Mark is our XRP maxi.
Okay. XRP's been. Hey, man. What's up with XRP being stable coin for the last freaking month? Stable coin chained to the dollar. What's up with that, man? Help me out.
It's been a stable coin for the last 4 years, but that's what XRP does.
It's running with the dollar, bro. I'm looking at it, I'm like, it's 99 cents, it's 99 cents, it's 99 cents, it's a stable coin. I'm like, XRP is a stable coin, man.
I think you'll see some fireworks pretty soon.
Are you one of those people that's always talking about the case? It's the case. The case.
No, I think it's going to go up regardless of what happens with the case. I think if the case ends, it'll really skyrocket. But I would be very surprised if it doesn't go blow past $5, even if the case doesn't end.
Let me tell you a little XRP story. You're going to love this. So you missed, I was talking about Celsius before. Sure. Are you familiar with Celsius? Celsius.
I've heard of it. Yeah, I'm not too familiar with it, but I've heard of it.
You get 14% APY on synthetics in there. Straight out. They pay weekly. So 14% is nothing to sneeze at just for keeping your synthetics in there. They also pay 10% on USD. They also pay, what was it, like 8% on Matic, Polygon, and so many other things. It's so worth looking at. HODL mode, check it out, brother. Celsius, it's the best. But that being said, I was trying to send some XRP into my Celsius wallet to get some of the interest on it, and I sent it to the right wallet address, but I put the wrong code in for the memo. And I'd sent like $4,000 worth of XRP, and poof, like that. Here's the thing. I contacted Celsius, and after about 3 weeks, maybe a month, they got it all back for me. They got it into my wallet. They fixed it. They're great.
Oh.
Yes.
Nice.
Yes. So
that's a ton of XRP.
Yeah, bro. I was so sad. I was all trying to rationalize. I was like, hey, I made so much on crypto. It's 4K. I was like, it's 4 freaking K, man. Who am I kidding? It's 4K XRP. Ugh. Which I am bullish on. I have faith in XRP. Like you said, I don't freaking care what's going on with the case, man. I know where that one's going. Just like I know where, Cardano is going and Ethereum and everything else I have faith in the market.
Are you at all worried, Nats? Are you at all worried with Gary Gensler's statement today that he's going to be launching a multitude of lawsuits, and it sounds like they're going after all these DeFi spaces and exchanges that they're all going to get slammed.
I'm a hodler. I'm a hodler. Are you a hodler? Do you have long-term investments in crypto?
I wouldn't say I hodl through everything. No, I mean,
no,
if it hits a certain number,
me neither. But you do hodl on some things, right? You're bullish on some things.
Yeah, for sure.
Good. So,
for sure.
So what I say is, and what I think is when anytime somebody is going to attack crypto on any level, it always does seem to have an effect on it. It is people do react, and then it seems to just keep climbing slowly, man. And it's, I mean, I'm just looking at the long range Bitcoin chart, man. That's all I ever look at. I zoom out of Bitcoin and I go, wow, it's still so high up. I don't know what the percentage is. Is it over, 200? When you go out a year or something, it's probably like crazy percentage up.
I think it's about, I think right now it's sitting about 300 and maybe 250, 300%.
So for someone who does long-term investing, and feels comfortable with it, for me, it's not even a chink in the armor, man. It's just something that's going to piss people like Michael Saylor off. So he's going to go buy even more and laugh and go out there and publicize. He loves getting on podcasts, man. He is so out there. He's just putting it out there. Yeah, he's the biggest salesman.
He is. Oh, for 100% he is.
Micro strategies, I say. Micro? Huh. There ain't nothing micro about his strategies.
I think I want to learn more about this metaverse business, and
that's what we've been talking about.
People buying.
What's your big question?
What's buying real estate in the metaverse?
What's your first question, bro?
Kind of
what do you want to know?
Honestly, I don't know anything about it. Like it's like speaking a different language.
So this is what I do, man. I explain this to people all day. So what sort of thing are you wondering about? I mean, you understand there's a lot of video gaming and virtual reality in there, and it's unlimited amount of tech. It's unlimited. I mean, the space is unlimited, and the ideas are unlimited.
What would be like the top metaverse tokens or?
Great question. Great, man. That's a great question. Polygon Matic, Ethereum. These are the basic. Polkadot. These are the basic ones that have been established that are gonna be. Everything else is gonna be based on. But then you're gonna want to look at the actual places inside the metaverse. There's Decentraland. There's the Sandbox. That's Decentraland is Mana, MANA. Sandbox is Sand, SAND. There's I've got them listed right here. You've got OVR Overland. It's OVR Land. And it's the letters are OVR. These are gonna explode. Cardano, of course, Ethereum, of course. Phantom, Moon River.
Do you know anything about would Sologenic be part of the metaverse, or is that not part of the metaverse?
Probably. I haven't heard of that one yet. I don't know what that is. There's so much going on with this. What did you hear anything about that one specifically?
No, I just know that it's a token that's going to be kind of like an exchange for NFTs, gaming, and it's being built on the XRP ledger.
That's good.
And I don't know much more than that.
That's good, man. New technology is That's where you get in at the ground floor, brother. My whole thing
But
is
it's rocketing.
$5.
It's been rocketing. It's gone from literally, it's gone from 8 cents about a month ago to, I think that right now it's at $4.89.
that's where almost all
$5.06.
everything
right now.
else, everything's riding in between $2 and $6 in the metaverse right now. It's a great way to gauge where you jump in at. So watch what's going on with Mana and watch what's going on with Sand. And when if they drop down to $4.50, if they drop down to $3.50, I will get in on both of those for sure. And Moon River is another one to watch, but that one is, $284. But Wilder World, WILD, it's all the way down at 10.5%. It's $5.63 right now. Saitama, look at Saitama, bro. It's 7 zeros and a 6 right now. 7 zeros and a 6. That's where Saitama is right now. Imagine when that goes to a penny and it goes to it's at 4 cents like Matic was when I bought it, and then it goes to $1 and you're freaking out, and then it goes more and you're like, oh my god. But if you had got it down there,
What about Kitty Inu?
yeah, Kitty Inu, fantastic gaming, metaverse, dude. Ask Tim about Kitty Inu. He loves it. He's a big fan. He's a meow man. What do you know about Kitty Inu, Tim? I got to grab my coffee.
I go on what Tim Perry tells me to buy.
Right, and you got some Kitty Inu? Did you get some Kitty Inu?
They're I think it's designed by. I think it's run by a bunch of women, so it's more women power thing.
What, Kitty?
That's why they call it Kitty.
Tim, we're gonna make some money on Kitty Inu.
Yeah!
I already bought a whole bunch.
This is good you and Nance did this.
I want Kitty.
Yeah, I have no idea how many are on the.
Well, there's four of us. There's 4 of us in this room right now.
No, I know, and everyone else is kind of gone, and I have no idea who's left over on the stream.
Everyone else is left, yeah. So.
But on the stream, the actual stream.
I have no idea. They were starting to talk, and Nance said, "Go over and say hi." So.
Yeah, because didn't she reread the speech?
No, she just sent me the clip.
Oh.
Right on, Seymour.
So.
Yeah, so what Nay's doing is he's actually broadcasting us on his YouTube channels at the same time.
Oh, really?
Yes,
cool.
yeah. We're live on
That's
Nay's Garden. Nay's Garden on YouTube. Nay's Garden on YouTube.
Awesome.
Yeah. But anyway, let's get back into the metaverse because I want to go over a couple more with you. It's really important. I want you to check out a guy on YouTube. His name is Lark Davis. Lark Davis channel. L-A-R-K.
I've watched him.
Okay, well, when you go to his channel, right, he puts up an upload every morning. So when you subscribe, click the bell icon and click all on his YouTube channel so you get that notification every morning. Listen, brother, I got a Bluetooth speaker in my shower, right? It sits on the counter next to my mirror. So I bring my smartphone in there, I plug it into the power thing, I unplug my Bluetooth speaker, I take that cable, plug it into my smartphone, and I go to I have an ad blocker plus app on my phone for watching YouTube videos. So no ads. No ads. I go straight to Lark Davis. I watch his latest upload. It usually comes in on a message. So I just click it and it opens up in the app for me. And I start taking a shower and I listen to Lark Davis 15, 20 minutes. First thing he does is he usually analyzes Bitcoin, and then he talks about metaverse, he talks about gaming, he talks about EFTs, NFTs, he talks about what's going on in the world, and he does chart analysis, and he talks about what's going on. You know, some people will specialize in one or the other. He's broad spectrum. You're going to freaking love him, and he's easy to listen to, and he's really nice, and he's the one that got me into Celsius. He's made me thousands and thousands of dollars from Celsius.
Awesome.
So,
Tim, are you in Celsius?
I have an account, but I don't have.
You haven't done anything with it yet?
No, I staked. I bought some DOT and I staked it on Kraken.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Polkadot.
So I got a little bit there. I'm holding.
See, I was
Mana
staking
and I'm holding
stuff.
Satama.
I was staking stuff, but I've gotten out of all my stakes position.
EFI, $1.71. EFI. EFI, $1.71. It'll be up to 4 before you know it. Engine. ENJ. Engine. Are you on the engine? Are you on it?
Not yet. No.
I just got some. It's $3.41 right now, and I picked it up at $4.02. It's down.
Yeah.
Good time to
Well,
buy in.
that's what happens. Anyone who's bought crypto has experienced their crypto being down lower than what they bought it, or they haven't been in it long enough.
Right? I've got so many I'm upside down on, brother. You know, I'm upside down on Safe Moon. I'm upside down on Safe Mars. I'm upside down on the Internet Computer, ICP. I'm upside down on freaking Neo. Everything that starts with an N. Nano. I'm just dying over here, man. Everything I touch turns to shit. It's because I'm so diversified, man. So diversified. And that's the one thing that keeps me in positive on my portfolio. Is that wide diversification, mostly half Bitcoin, and then a wide diversification across, real good selections.
So are you thinking of just holding on to your Bitcoin position, or are you thinking of exiting?
I use Bitcoin when I need it. I want to purchase more when I can. I believe it's going to go to $1 million per coin. So
yeah, well, I do too, but I don't think it's going to go to $1 million this bull cycle.
No.
Oh God, no.
No.
Oh God,
it's
no.
like a 10-year plan.
So this is the argument. Like, this is what I'm saying. Like, I like Bitcoin. I bought into Bitcoin when, I first got into this, a year ago. And, I rode Bitcoin up, and then I kind of exited out of Bitcoin and started going into the altcoins, and I've done fairly well. But my question is, so let's say you're holding Bitcoin and it goes to, I don't know, 80K, 100K, whatever the number is. Like, why wouldn't you sell at that point? You know the market is going to crash. Like, the market is going to crash. That is a 100% certainty. It's not going to continue. So, will it crash tomorrow? No. Will it crash a week from now or a month from now? I don't know. But eventually it's going to crash. So why wouldn't you exit out of your crypto position? Not like completely into fiat currency, but into a stable coin.
Right.
And then let it drop and then re-enter back in.
You would. You would if you knew what you were doing and you got those markers right. You're never going to get the top and the bottom right, but if you have that,
no, you'll never get it.
You have that stop loss, so you're up to 100,000, and you're like, okay, I'm going to put it at 95. So when it hits 95, I'm out. I'm not going to do this. But like you said, you're being conservative on the one side, but you're also going to be conservative with. Are you going to take 50% of your holdings out? You're going to want to leave your initial holding because it might not crash back down to where you got Bitcoin at. Now, I got Bitcoin at a good price. And so I'm not going to want to give up all of it at that point. I'm going to hold on to some.
I would 50%. I would totally agree with you.
Sell off 50%, maybe 60% of it. Swap, like you said, swap some out for altcoins, man. Swap some out for NFT. Swap some out for land in a game in Decentraland. And oh, by the way, brother, are you familiar with World of Warcraft type games or anything like that? Like the 3D type gaming?
No, I'm not a big gamer, and that's why I really have to study up on.
Let me give you Can I give you a crash course? Can I give you a crash course really fast? It's just going to take a minute or two. Okay, check this out. So,
Well, okay.
They've got, you know, Decentraland, when you go there, they've got a splash screen. You connect your wallet to it. Once you connect your wallet, you go into the game, you create a character, you make it look like yourself, or you make it look like, you know, if you're like that, you want to make it look like somebody else or whatever. You do whatever you want, and then you go into the game, and you teleport wherever in the game you want to go. Decentraland is like that. This one, Somnium, that I'm playing right now, because it's got affordable land. A piece of land in Somnium is about $2,000 cash. So, you know, a piece of land in Decentraland right now is $13,000 cash, right? So a Sandbox, same thing, $15,000 for the cheapest piece of land, way out in the boonies and far away from everything. So, you know, it's like, well, I'm not doing that because I'm not that into this yet. But I'm seeing people that are millions and millions of dollars. Somebody just bought a yacht today. It's $250,000 in the Sandbox. It's in the news. $250,000.
Yeah, I saw that.
Right?
I saw that.
Right? So you teleport onto the yacht and you're partying with all these people and you're listening to music and you're watching a live stream of me doing crazy shit. Or you're sitting at a hookah table, or you're on a football field, or you're wherever you want to be. You create your own experience in these places. You can walk to them or you can teleport to them, and you can have the 3D experience where you're using a mouse and keyboard like I'm used to doing with video gaming, or you put on virtual reality goggles and you put on gloves and you can literally put on things on your knees and stuff. I've seen this already today. I was doing it with another guy who was totally just motioning to me. He went like this. Hey, brother, watch this. He's like, whoa, are you watching me? It was his character in the game was doing everything. His hands and his face and his mouth and everything were doing. It was amazing. And that's
crazy.
What the metaverse offers at the simplest level, bro. That's the rudimentary, basic crap that you can actually feel like you're in a room with your buddies, sitting down, drinking a beer with your friends. It doesn't matter. You could do anything. You could be on a spaceship with your friends, zooming through the galaxy, or you could be sitting on an island, which they have in, I saw it, I want to get up there, it's in Somnium. They've got an island that's floating in the sky. And you can see there's a building on it. I'm like, how the fuck do I get up there? You know, I'm going to figure out how to get on that motherfucker. But you go in and you can see these things for free.
It's so foreign to me, but from an investment standpoint, I'm just curious, like, how do you make money on this?
Dude, there's advertising, you sell land, you sell your NFTs. Most of these places all have a studio with NFTs on the walls. You click on it, it takes you to their Instagram. You can check out all their NFTs and you can purchase from them, or you can purchase from inside the game. It'll take you to OpenSea.com. Is that what it is? Where you can purchase all the NFTs right from there. It's all money making. Everything inside the metaverse. It should call it the Moneyverse. It's all money. It's your gas fees. You got to connect your wallet. So it's like gas fees to do. Go ahead, Tim.
When it turns to football, that's when Mark's going to get involved.
I don't even know if I get involved.
They got football NFTs.
Mark is very involved in football.
Bro, listen, they've already got it. I bet you I could go to Decentraland right now and find you NFL's freaking their land, because there's Atari. Snoop Dogg is in the Sandbox, yeah, but you don't want to mess with the Sandbox, bro. That's expensive. I couldn't even get in there. I got into the lobby, which was cool. You see Snoop Dogg and stuff, and he'll talk to you, but you can't teleport unless you buy a pass. And I wasn't doing that. It was expensive, and it was a pain in the ass.
My son texted me today, and he said that there's an art gallery over in Dubai that actually has NFTs hanging in it for sale.
On screens, on digital screens. They put flat screen TV. Sure.
Yes.
Sure.
Yes, it's in an art gallery. They've gone digital. Literally, you walk in and there it is on a screen.
Bro, I've got a little photo thing that it's got. You put a little card in it and it displays all my photographs. You could do that right now with NFTs on my little photo displayer. You could buy anything that'll display photographs from a little, one of those 2 gigabyte blue little, whatever they call those freaking things. What are those little chips called? You guys know what I'm talking about? Yeah, SIM card. Right?
Yeah.
You got a SIM card that you pull out of your camera. It's got all your photographs in it. You put it in my picture frame, and it runs through all your pictures. Right?
Yep.
And if those were NFTs, it would be the exact
Yeah,
same
I guess
thing.
you can do that with an NFT.
Yeah, sure. It's the exact same thing. JPEG image, or GIF or whatever it is.
That's crazy. Well, thanks, bud. That was I'm kind of blown away right now.
Oh, no problem. No problem, man. You're
That's
gonna learn.
awesome.
You're gonna
Stick to
learn
what
so
you
much
know,
from Lark
XRP.
Davis.
Don't go anywhere other than XRP. Blinders.
No, are you crazy? You know that's not. But it definitely is my biggest holding.
Well, you can see how someone goes, "Well, that's a good one. That's a good one. I got some money," and eventually, now you're juggling 20 coins. Talk about anxiety.
50.
That's what I don't want to happen. That's
No,
why
50.
exactly. That's what I don't want.
I got 50.
I can't do that.
Ugh.
And 50 coins you got?
40 something, somewhere near 50. Yes. Easily.
Oh my god.
Too much.
See, when I was on Binance, I could have my coins on Binance, and I could go in just like a stock and set when I wanted to purchase, when I wanted to buy. I didn't have to worry about it. Didn't have to worry about it at all. All these other ones I'm in now, I got to worry about it. I got to go in. I can't set up the parameters for a sell at this point, stop loss, all this and that.
Oh, sure
I
you
haven't
can.
found anything that'll hold all my coins. Okay?
Yeah, I think you'll be able to do that, man. I think if you just move it to the wallet of the right exchange that you're comfortable with using. Do you have a stop loss set somewhere that you're comfortable with? Because it's like I'm not comfortable with that shit either. I'm literally preaching, and I'm like, I have no idea how to do this
it
shit.
on Binance. I got comfortable with Binance is what I got comfortable with. See, all my Bitcoin and my ETH have always been on BlockFi, and I can't do that on BlockFi.
Right, and you can't hold everything like some of these crazy alts on those exchanges. I understand. I would suggest Uniswap with MetaMask. I does that have stop loss? No, it probably doesn't.
That's where I hold. Yeah, so I hold my Kitty, my Mana, and my Satama, and my Xcur on MetaMask.
Gate.io. Gate.io.
Yeah, I've heard of that.
Yeah, I use that one. That one's got a pretty good user interface. And another one, I believe that does that is Kucoin.
Yeah, I've heard of that one.
Yeah. So if you're looking for an alternative to, where you could put stuff in a wallet and utilize that stop loss setting. I'm trying to think, man. I had stop loss set somewhere. Something sold on me once. I was like, bro, it was like, congratulations, you just sold some Bitcoin. I'm like, what the fuck did I do? I must have been really high one night and set up something like that and said, okay, if Bitcoin hits this price, sell this much of it or something. And I guess it went through and it sat there and waited. And it was like weeks later, man, and it sold some of my Bitcoin. And I was like, oh, I wasn't expecting that. That was weird.
Yeah.
I can't remember which one that was.
And the way Bitcoin's moving right now, there's some serious money to be made if you take half of your Bitcoin and do the stop loss and only play in a $2,000 window. You could make some serious coin. Like it's at 57 now, so I say a stop loss at 55. It goes down to 55, and then I say, okay, buy. You know what I'm saying. What am I trying to say here? It goes up to, look at everyone comes in. What happened?
Hello, everybody. Hi, Rye. What's up, brother?
Oh, I thought you all fucked through the McDonald's drive-through.
No, I went outside to have a cigarette and I grabbed my phone.
Well, Jesus, how big was the cigarette? Jesus. Holy crap.
Tim, you missed the fucking show, bud.
Oh, you missed the show, all right.
Listen, I'll hear about it. I'm not
No,
worried
Tim,
about
you know
this.
what your wife did?
you do,
Nope.
Tim. Wait till you do.
Oh, they're here. Look at, they're there.
Oh, they're here.
Careful what you're saying. They're there.
Yeah. You know what your wife and my mom did? They fucked me, buddy. They started talking about the seat. I puked in the background. They went on again.
Oh, we haven't missed that part. Oh, I love
great.
doing that to you.
Oh my god! The second that we went off the air, Ryan had to get out of his chair. The sweats had started. He was gagging.
Came on. Hey,
Just
Nay,
takes
move
pride.
us. Nay, move our screen and come more in the picture. I'm only getting half your face.
Yeah, Nate, we can't see you, bud.
But then
I can only see half your face. Move.
Oh, what
Can
if
you
I?
not reduce that gray part with the white border? Oh yeah, but there's.
I
Well,
probably
now I see your
could,
nose.
man. It was just that it moves around on me, so I have to move my picture
Oh.
around when this moves. If there was a full screen option on here, that's not it.
Everybody's losing it today.
Chat.
Here it goes again.
There's not a full screen
What happened to
button.
the Oracle? What
Hey,
happened to him?
does anyone know if there's a full screen
I'm
option
here.
on here to make the windows all full
I
screen?
think. Am I here?
No, nobody knows. Okay.
Just cancel out our windows. Like, you're,
No, I
you're for
don't.
some reason isolated to... I don't know why your screen is isolated like that. It's your virtual camera that you're using is a problem, bro.
Right?
No, Redbeard. Where's Redbeard?
Here, let me do this. I got this.
Redbeard's a good guy.
Oh,
Redbeard's the
I know.
motherfucker who made this sign for me. He's got a place in my heart.
Yeah.
You went pretty
You like
long over on that channel there, Nance. What were you saying? What were you doing?
I was pontificating.
No,
Whoa. Nays, that's 100% better, but...
Oh yeah.
much better.
Of course it's better, but hold on. I got to bring you guys back in now.
No, hey, they will have to subscribe to our channel
And then
to
you're
get this.
then you're just a bunch
Oh.
of voices. Just a bunch
Oh.
of and they're
The
like
voice from above.
we're trying to figure out where those people are from, eh? We can't tell, eh?
From Canada. We're from Canada.
You guys never say eh. That's kind of sad, actually. I'm sad about that.
Oh yeah,
We
do.
don't.
I
That's
know.
the weirdest fucking thing is
I
when
know.
people are like Americans are like, do you have the maple syrup, eh? No one says that, you fucking retard.
I love it! No one says that, you fucking goof. Now, see, in my land, America, we say goof because Goofy. We got Goofy from Disney World. It's okay to call you.
We say goofy here. We
But-
say goofy.
Yeah, but you guys
Yeah, I
can't
was
say
just being
you.
rude. Are
But
we
you
on
say
live?
goof.
No.
Yeah.
Yes.
We are live.
Yeah, we're live.
No.
Go flop your sign. Go take your sign down.
Fudge,
What?
man.
Why is he taking his sign down?
No.
Why are you taking your sign down? Why are you taking your sign down? Don't take your sign down. I'm here to promote you.
Don't worry
Oh,
about
we
it.
gotta promote each other. Yo, hi, Rye. Dave D came in my live chat the other day. He's like, hi, Rye, shouted you out on his show, bro. I love you, man. I'm like, right on. I'm promoting him too, man. Go check him out. He's like, I love hi, Rye. I'm like, good, man. Yeah, you gotta promote each other. I gotta promote Tim and Nancy. I gotta
don't care,
promote.
man. I'm just joking around. I don't care. Honestly, whatever.
Hey, what are you taking in your coffee?
Man, I got this international brands, Cold Stone Creamery vanilla, and I put 2 tablespoons of that in the coffee, and the coffee is Pete's. I think it's medium roast, maybe something. It's really good. From the Keurig, it's the 2-minute Keurig 2.0.
Do you use an air fryer?
2.0.
No, man, you know the air fryer is such a funny topic. It's so funny. I've not yet used one. Somebody got my friend that's watching that was trying to give you guys all names and stuff in the chat. He said he got an air fryer. He said my friend gave me an air fryer as a gift. He says, and now my dog's doghouse has an air fryer. I was like, dude, that's so funny. I was like, and then I said, wait. I was like, I heard air fryers are really good, man. I was like, what? Don't you want to try that? I mean, don't you want to try the air fryer? What do you like cooking in your air fryer?
We cook everything. You can cook a steak. We do meatballs, vegetables,
Chicken wings are fantastic.
Everything.
Chicken wings are next level.
You do.
chicken wings. That's the next thing I want to do.
What about steaks?
We did them that one day, Tim, but you
Oh,
were too
yeah,
late.
you got them like 5-alarm fire hot. Jeez.
No, they were not
You
five
got them,
Well,
Joe.
that's the one you buy in the air fryer.
You're just sensitive.
It's good for
are
your
sensitive.
arteries.
So hot, I had to sit on a fucking ice cube
It's
before I ate
good
them.
for your
No,
arteries.
you're sensitive.
Wow.
Clears out the
You
cholesterol.
are not far off of Ryan with your sensitivities. You have your
I
delicate.
don't gag. I go on fire. Something goes down the gullet the wrong way. And it's like, you better call the fucking fire battalion because it's not coming out quiet.
No, you are sensitive. You have sensitive little intestines that can't handle a lot of anything that isn't quite bland.
Nancy,
Wow, Tim
the
and
Americans are getting the
Brian
wrong
now. What's going
interpretation
on?
of me. I don't like that. It's not good for the protocol.
Hi, Candace.
You know what? I'd rather have a gag reflex than no
Hi.
gag reflex. I'm always suspicious of dudes who have evolved outside of a gag reflex.
Oh!
I'm just flat out accept that gag
I'm
reflex.
suspicious of that.
Would a freshly cut deer's head on a drum?
That was great. Oh my god.
Would a freshly cut deer's head off on an oil drum bother you? With its
That would
tongue
not
sticking
bother me,
No.
actually. Like, hunting and that kind of stuff doesn't bother me. It's the stuff that people shouldn't be doing, like eating their goddamn feet and in a store and like licking their freaking wounds and stuff.
Oh.
And that's where I throw up all over the place.
Don't lick your wounds,
But
people.
like the idea.
Well,
of
hey,
hunting
Nate,
and
did Brian tell you about the time he was digging a hole for construction and he hit a sewer line and all that crap came on him?
Oh, dude. Tim, I've already gone through this. Trust me, I'm not gonna puke now, man.
Okay.
I mean,
Hit this
Just
sewer line,
remember,
and
guys,
it
this
was
gets
like
translated.
condoms and tissue papers and poop, and I'm like, I am a pussy with this. Okay, I'm sitting there like, no, and I'm trying to swim out of the poop. It's all over me. I got fucking toilet paper. I'm picking off of me. I'm puking all over the place. My girlfriend's like, "What do you need?" I'm like, "Kill me."
Kill me.
Like,
Kill me.
Oh, and I was losing it. That was just covered in human poop and blood. It was truly the most sickening thing I've ever seen. And the funny thing is, they're all laughing at me like, "Oh, funny Ryan's covered in poo." Yeah, it's funny when it's not.
That
you,
wasn't blood, that was buffalo chicken wings.
buddy. There was probably buffalo chicken wings, pieces of steak. There was some blood. There was tampons, whatever.
It stuck
you
to
know,
your shoulder,
I'm
didn't it? It stuck to your shoulder.
The toilet
Okay.
paper, all of that.
You want to know what's the worst smell in the world? And it is not. I'm going to guarantee you, it is not porta potties. The worst smell in the world that I've ever smelled in my life had to be from the grease trap in a restaurant. Holy crap!
yeah, that's pretty bad.
I didn't know what had happened to me when the first time they came to clean that thing out. I just thought, oh my heavenly God, what? That and the other bad smell that's terrible, that's not known, is, you know, the little bottle of fish oil that they use in Thai food, the little bottle of fish oil that actually is quite lovely if you just put a couple of sprinkles into any kind of, it makes pad Thai, it makes all that stuff. Don't drop that bottle and let it smash. Just saying. It was up there. It's up there.
Well, there's another smell that's really, really bad. When I used to work in the Kucoin, I used to have to change one of the residents' colostomy. So that would peel paint right off the walls. It was bad.
Is that who's that on the sidelines? J-Man. Does anyone know this guy?
Down here.
I have no idea who it is, but I wish he would move up.
What
Can
do
we
you?
drag him in? No?
Well, all you
No,
have
you
to do
can't
is
drag them
somebody
in.
go put their head over there and say hello to him.
Let him figure it out.
It could be somebody who just sort of walked in and then left.
This is a Rick situation. We can only
No,
go
his
so
mouth
far
moved.
into explaining how to move himself.
Okay, that had to be one of the funniest episodes you ever had. I have to say, that might have been one of the funniest episodes.
It's funny because I don't remember it.
Okay.
Hey, Dave.
It was, I think, our first live stream with you on a Sunday night, and you were giving away money. and they had to have the Wealth Simple Cash App. And
They
he
won one.
He was your first winner. Ken remembers. Candace, do you remember?
Oh, yes.
I mean, you guys, that was so funny. Like, I actually thought when he came on your show, I was expecting an old dude. Like, I was expecting an old guy. I wasn't expecting somebody young. I was thinking, this guy just can't figure out.
Yeah,
how
what's
to do
he up
anything.
to?
He's been his shifts have swapped to nighttime, so he's almost never available for our live streams. He will be coming to say hi on the 12th.
He looks like the guy from Karate Kid.
He's got a crazy story, dude. He's got a really wild. Knowing we're on live, I can't say it, but he's got a really great, cool story.
I will bug him about it when I see him next time.
I mean, I'm live, but I'm not live on my main channel. I'm live on my channels, my kind of garbage channels. So you can say whatever you want.
No, I know. I don't want to talk about some other dude.
Oh,
Well,
I got you.
know,
I got
yeah,
you. Okay.
Let him see. Yeah.
Cool. That's cool.
No,
That's
he's
cool.
a good guy. We'll be seeing him soon, though.
Good.
Oh,
Hold on one second. I think my dog trapped himself in the shower.
So, Nate, it seems like every time I turn YouTube on, you're there.
I broadcast 3 times a day.
What's your schedule?
I'm on the West Coast.
morning, noon, night.
Yeah, morning, noon, and night. Basically, it's I try to go live by 7 a.m. in the morning on the West Coast. Then I try to go live at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and then either at 1 or 4 or 7 p.m. like we are live right now. We'll be smoking 710 here in 3 minutes, folks. That's 3 minutes smoking.
So you're on a lot then.
Yes, I've been doing that for over 5 years.
Wow.
Do you ever run out of things to say? I was on for about half hour by myself today, and I thought, oh my good God, I don't know what to keep talking about here.
I run out of things to say all the time. I'll stare off into space. I will ask my audience for help. They will just stare at me open-mouthed like, bro, this is your show. We're here. You're the one supposed to come up with the content. That's why we're here. And I'm like, oh, I'm trying out. So I'll pull up CNN and I'll try to get something from the news. I'll pull up YouTube and see if anybody is reporting anything on their YouTube channel. Then I'll pull up the crypto chart. That's like my last resort. I pull up the crypto chart and I'll start reading off what's going on with crypto, and hopefully someone will ask me a question, or I have a few people that are really interested in it, and depending on what segments I'm doing, people will leave or stay. Usually leave as they see me struggling trying to keep their attention,
Well, because sometimes I turn it on, and then at first I thought you were asleep in the chair, and then you were like this.
Maybe
And then all of a sudden you came forward, and I thought,
I had just done a bong
what's
hit.
happening?
Yeah, I was
What's
high.
happening?
Yeah, I was.
Yeah.
I had just done a bong hit. I either did a dab or bong hit, and I would just blown the smoke out, and I was trying to recover from it. I'm sure that's what it sounds like. That happens from time to time on my show. I'll lay back and try to. Sometimes I'll start profusely sweating from smoking a dab.
Well, Ryan sometimes starts profusely sweating, but it's not from doing that.
What's that from? What's it from?
I thought you
What's it
promised
from?
him you wouldn't bug him about that anymore.
Look at the ladies.
The channel
They're
saw it. Now
vicious.
we have a link for it.
Yeah.
Hi, Rye. What are they? What are they?
Mace, what?
Yo, yes.
They will live in infamy.
Yes, Tim.
You have security cameras. Are they wired or Wi-Fi?
They are. I've got both, and right now, most of the ones I'm using right now are wired.
Okay.
710.
All right, but wait, I gotta move this. See, everything shifted on the screen here, so I've got to recapture. I know it's gonna happen. It's probably going to remove again, but man, Have any of y'all been shopping for NFTs, just looking at them, like going through NFT collections and stuff?
No.
Not at all. Because I did. I went down that rabbit hole. And I want to tell you what I saw. And it's really cool, as artists will do a... you guys seen the Bored Apes?
Yes.
Nope.
So it's like they'll pick a character, like a cartoon character, they'll make one up, and then they'll make like 150 variations of that same character, and every single one of them it's either a skin that you can manipulate in a game, or it's a statue that you can look at, or it's an image, a cartoon image, flat, just two-dimensional flat image. But man, I was going through, and I checked out Bored Ape, and then I was looking, and it's Bored Ape, but it's an ape it's the Bored Ape Yacht Club, and they're wearing like a sailor's cap, and one will have a beard, or one will have like rainbow teeth, or one will have like be made out of gold. They have all these variations on basically the exact same character. And these artists that do this, it doesn't take a lot with Photoshop to start making these variations and things. And it's really interesting. There are brand new ones coming out like every day. And like there's the gorillas now, and now there's rhinos, and there's freaking turtles, and there's you name it. And they're it's like trading cards. And people are paying millions of dollars for some of these ones that are in demand. There's such a huge market for it that it doesn't matter if you guys are interested in purchasing it or not. Now's the time to just kind of start looking at what's going on with this market. It is intriguing. And I'm very curious to see what the resiliency of these NFTs are when, the market crashes. Well, are the NFTs going to crash too? Or do they retain their value? Is that where you should shift your money to when Bitcoin's topping out, and starting to dip back down? What do you guys think? Input, please.
I think the NFTs are gonna go down when the market crashes.
What was it?
Yeah, because they're based on ETH, right?
It seemed you had about 25 to 30 people at all times.
Because you take it if an NFT is let's say it's cost 10 ETH, then when ETH is all of a sudden half the price because we're deep in a bear market, that NFT is half the price.
Or is it?
Well, no, it is. It's math.
You're sure? You're sure? You're positive?
Well, sure.
Okay. You're positive. So what you're saying is, the guy that bought this $500,000 yacht, and if he bought it with Ethereum, if he bought it with $500,000 of Ethereum, so Ethereum goes down to $2,000, cuts in half, then that yacht no longer has that $500,000 value because Ethereum went down.
The problem is you're not comparing apples to apples in this situation.
What do you mean?
When you think about the
what am I comparing?
No, Nate. That's like saying that you can't compare the value of the dollar to buy something compared to the actual asset.
Yeah, because the NFTs, they are based entirely on Ethereum in this situation. So it's not like you are selling.
Bro, let's put it this way. I think just to simplify this, do you really believe? Okay. Bitcoin is struggling to prove itself as a hedge against bullshit. Bitcoin is struggling right now. Its volatility is not what we would have expected going into all of this news. But do we really think that an NFT is going to be where you're going to put your money in the event of a worst case scenario?
I don't know.
These things will not only drop. These things will not... Okay, so if Ethereum cuts in half, a fucking NFT is the last fucking thing that is serious... NFTs are defined by their market exclusively because of what they are right now. So what can an NFT represent? If we're talking in the art space, then we have to realistically think that there's a different clientele for that. That might not grow off. An NFT, though, that represents something in real estate or fractional property, because that's out there now. that might fall, for instance, like crazy. I think it all depends on the chain that they're on, but NFTs are going to be, who's going to be able to afford an NFT? Or what do you think someone's going to pay for an NFT in a market crash? Because I won't pay a dime. That's my own.
Personally,
Nate,
myself,
Nate,
I would
if
only
I-
buy it. I would only buy an NFT with profit. I wouldn't actually invest my dollar into it. It would be out of my profits. I'd take that money and invest it into an NFT, because then if the market does swing, it's not going to affect me that much, because that was actually bought with profit. That wasn't hard-earned money out of my bank.
Right, and
Nate,
but that
if I
kind of
saw
isn't what
the-
we're
if I
talking
saw the
about.
i-
You know, this is a different concept, and that concept is when you say you purchase a $500,000 or $250,000 yacht, and at that time it's worth $250,000, and you paid for it with Ethereum, and then Ethereum goes down to $2,000, and that yacht's only worth, you know, $175,000 at that moment. Supposedly, you're not going to be able to get off that NFT either. You're not. It's basically what you're saying is it's the exact same thing as whatever you paid for it with, right?
Right, but here's the thing about the yacht, though. Keep in mind, if you buy, you know, however much it was originally worth, you may have paid in Ethereum, but that yacht's not priced in Ethereum. It's priced in fiat.
Right.
So it's not. Unfortunately, when it comes to the NFT is not priced in fiat. It's priced in Ethereum.
But it's that.
So it's a direct link.
When you buy it, it was the value. That's what I'm curious about. So check this out, Candace. You're gonna
Was
love
this-
this.
Was
But
this
the
a-
value is
was
not.
this a yacht that was this a boat that was an NFT or a physical boat?
No, it's just an
It's
NFT
not
digital
physical.
boat in a game in the sandbox.
Okay.
You go into the game
Oh.
and you can get on the boat and have virtual reality parties.
Okay, well now that's, you know, that's different. I thought you were talking about an actual real boat.
Me too. I missed that,
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Well, no, now we're all
You
on the
know,
same
completely
page.
miss it.
Now we're talking about an
That's what
NFT.
we completely are doing.
NFTs are represented digitally, so yeah, it's a
Yeah. But here's the thing. I mean, we know that it'll go down in value because ETH will go down in value, but we've never actually seen what happens to NFTs in a bear market. So I think moving all your bank into an NFT for a coming bear market when we don't have enough data points to fully understand what's going to happen
uh-huh.
is not a smart move.
My
I would park
suspicion.
it.
Okay, see you, buddy.
Yeah.
Thanks, you too.
Yeah, I would park it in what we do know. Like, you know, we know that Bitcoin's not going away. We know Bitcoin's going to recover. I would even feel safe putting it in something like Polkadot or Ethereum. But
And if I saw the iceberg coming, Nate, if I saw the iceberg coming, I would move everything to a stable coin.
Yeah.
If I saw the iceberg coming and I knew it was imminent, because to Candace's point, we'd have no idea what this bear market's going to do to anything, because we've never experienced this before. The safety in me says go to the stable coin and I'll park it there. Because then I can still make interest off of my stable coin.
Right.
And I don't have to worry about the coin or the meme or the NFT fluctuating with supply and demand and based on the market. My personal opinion on NFTs is that in rough times, people like to lose themselves. They like to lose themselves in games, in stories, in movies, whatever the case is. I don't think that in rough times, NFTs or Decentraland or the Metaverse is going to take a hit that we might think it will because of it being tied to cryptocurrency. I don't, but that's just a personal guess. But if I saw the iceberg coming, I'm going to USDC.
There's going to be, and I think that's
yeah,
great
I mean,
advice.
Keep in mind too, right now. But also keep in mind, there's so many different metaverse games. They're not all going to survive. Some of them are going to die, and if you happen to tie your NFT to something that dies, there's your investment gone. Sort of like, think about it this way.
It's
back
not
in the day
gone
when we had
because
VHS and beta.
it's you can actually move it to another, like from Decentraland to Sandbox. There's like houses that you download and then you can upload them to another virtual reality. It's crazy.
Right, and some of them you can, but there are some that you can't. So just be careful.
Right.
That's the whole idea on this is, and I think it just makes sense to put it in something you have more like 100% confidence in.
Yeah, I think that's fantastic advice. I'm wondering if whenever you do, whenever you move all your stuff into a USD account and you got that USD account sitting in Celsius, you're getting 10% on it. Wow, you're waiting for Bitcoin to hit bottom so you can get back in again at the bottom. But as
it's
far
a quick down and dirty move.
I think there's NFTs that are going to be displaying a lot more longevity. Like the guys we're talking tonight about NFL, sports related comic books are going to be huge among those people, and they're not going to be so quick to let go when they have these first edition Spider-Man, Marvel comics in NFT format. I have a feeling that a lot of that stuff is going to help the market retain some resiliency because of that collector mindset.
I don't think so, though.
Right?
I don't think so, because comic books are just not popular, even based. Comic books, like anime, this is the best way we can describe it right now. For instance, with anime, you can go check out Google Trends with anime through the fucking roof, but they watch it. They don't read it. They're not going to be downloading it. I think the comic book thing is overblown right now. I think it's going to be a cool collector piece because I believe the comic book thing will fade out. So I think that'll be really cool for whoever owns them right now, just because it's not going to be around forever. That's my gut feeling.
Jason
sorry.
came on. Len came on.
Okay. Okay, I totally lost my train of thought. But NFTs, though, I think are going to have to find their place with. Tim, you're not muted, bro.
At least I got the room.
I was going to say, I think NFTs have more relevance when it comes to tying itself to a physical asset, with respect to like property, for instance, or debt. Like a loan can be tied to an NFT, and they would make that loan significantly more transferable as compared to what it is right now, given the current process of selling and buying loans. Just having a transferable NFT that's graded, for instance, that would simplify that process entirely. I think the NFT world is struggling to figure out what works, what doesn't work, which is why they're going everywhere. But there's going to be some winners and losers right now. But I see the main applications of an NFT being more business related and practical than on the art side. I don't know I think the art side, in my opinion, might always have a space, but the billions and billions of dollars will be on the verification of assets and transferable loan debts that an NFT can base on the back end. You know what I mean? So I don't know where it's going to go, but I've got way more confidence in an NFT's ability to survive in corporate America than in an artist's basement.
I think you're going to find so many different NFTs, though. I mean, when I mentioned comics, I was just saying, we were talking about sports and comics, and you were saying, yeah, that's probably going to die out. But there's so many.
No, that's only my feeling.
And I'm gonna throw it the exact opposite.
Every single game is full of NFTs too. Every single game is completely full of NFTs.
I mean, I can't see them being an ongoing thing because they're not collectors if it is ongoing. So if we limit an NFT, all I'm saying is if we limit an NFT to comic book ownership, we're doing a disservice to what NFTs can do and what they are.
Right, I totally agree.
We're in a world where
I totally agree.
Control right now, but it's like, let's move on.
No, I totally agree. I was just mentioning that.
And sports card is that.
Hold on. We gotta shut up this background noise. Tim, bro, you're not on mute, G. We can hear everything you're saying. You're not on mute, bro.
You'll have to let the dog out.
Yeah, we heard.
Hold on.
We heard everything.
Tim, you were on mute the whole time.
We heard everything, bro. Not only do we know that you let the dog out, we know your blood pressure, we know the humidity outside.
You're so full of shit.
Dude, we heard everything. We heard everything.
Nice try.
Bro! Tell him, Oracle!
Tim, you were on live this whole time.
Oracle, make him
You were
listen
on
to
live this
Reason.
whole
For
time.
God's sakes, you're the only one he's going to listen to at this point.
It was live.
Rule number one: never bullshit a bullshitter.
Hey,
Fine.
replay then.
It's all recorded, bro. It's all recorded on 15 channels, all over the internet, man. Your private conversation with your wife. It's beautiful, man. It's like we're like, oh, listen to them having a nice little chat.
Nice try.
We got you. We got you.
Yeah, you tried to get me.
No, we heard everything you said.
We did. We heard it. We literally had to stop talking because you were talking over us all. We all just sat and
what did I
waited.
say?
Oh my god, the last thing that you said was you were talking to Nancy, we're going back and forth. Nancy was talking about how she was going on at the beginning, talking on the live stream for so long. Candace, anyone else want to pick up on the points? We were trying to yell at you to shut the hell up for like 5 minutes. Because you guys were in like a genuine conversation and the whole channel was hearing it.
About what?
We're going to go back and listen, and we will tell you what you said, because it's all pretty distinguishable.
Apparently we were on
We were trying to not listen to it. We were trying to be polite. It's never nice to eavesdrop, on a couple, man. We just try not to eavesdrop.
Never nice to eavesdrop. It's just going right across Canada to the U.S. Yeah, no. I won't listen, but my listeners will listen. I'll do this.
To at this point.
Ken's trying.
It's not gone.
Oh, for fuck's sakes.
It's you can actually move it to another, like from the central land to sandbox. There's like houses that you download.
Where's that coming from?
Somebody's looking for you. Somebody's listening back to you.
Right now. That's my
Jason came on. Len came on. Uh-oh.
NFTs though are gonna have to find our place with.
Good to see how you're going on. Hey Nancy, I heard you want me to go outside the world.
That was so funny.
Yes.
It is awesome.
What did you catch it on the replay?
I bet the translator on Facebook will actually catch some of that. You'll be able to see what they were saying.
Probably.
Yeah.
We'll probably have closed captions for their very private conversation.
Anybody watching on
Good old
Facebook?
YouTube.
Can anybody verify that on Facebook right now? We've got J-Man over there.
Great.
J-Man said he's Canadian.
Anything bad? It was perfect.
Yeah.
You guys
You
were
want
discussing
viewers,
your
you're gonna get 'em now.
viewers and
Anyway. How come it's gone so quiet? I got nothing more to say. You heard it all.
I'm surprised. We all got to give Nancy a serious shout out for maintaining herself solo for like how long did she rock tonight, dude? When I'm solo, I used to be comfortable, and now I'm like, I don't like doing this solo. Like it's stupid. I hate it. It like Nancy powerhouse tonight. She powerhoused it. I felt bad a little bit, but I was having a lot of fun in this thing. This is one of the most unique spaces. Like I'm gonna be coming on here and seeing if people are on during the day. Ken, next time you do a Facebook questions, throw this link out there, dude.
You guys,
That's a really good way to do questions, actually.
Well, I wasn't supposed to release it until today, until this was done. So
Bitcoin just
I
dropped
am sure
down
it will be
underneath
talking about
56. Bitcoin just dropped underneath 56, man. Big drop. Ethereum.
That means nothing. That means nothing.
Yeah, it's a big one though.
Dude, it has been dancing between 54, 52, 56, 58 for like the fact that it's actually held above 52 grand consistently.
Yeah.
Shut up.
It's a good sign. It's
Anyway,
straight.
the fact that I'm feeling okay about it.
Yeah, me too.
As long as
Like-
it stays above 55, we're good.
Yeah.
What
Even
did
if
you
it,
project it at when you were doing it on Saturday night, Candace? You projected it at
Well, 55 right now is the bottom of that channel I made on Saturday night.
Okay.
But we can go outside of that channel and bounce back up. It doesn't mean the channel's useless.
Yeah, 52.
Like, that's the thing.
Basically,
So,
if we
52.5.
we need a full day candle outside of the channel to basically validate the channel.
well, Candace, we had 2 or 3 days. Well, we had 2.5. We had the weekend, and it, this past weekend, below that mark, obviously, and then it shot up Monday.
Oh, I have a brand new channel. Like that other channel had a couple of touch points. This new channel has more touch points than the old channel does.
Is it steeper or a little bit more shallow, or?
Well, one end is the same. It's just the bottom end is a little bit lower.
So a little bit shallower on the bottom end.
Yeah, a little bit shallower on the bottom.
But if we're getting a divergence like that, then volatilities obviously increase. So as opposed to tightening up. So if implied volatilities increased, just based on what you're telling me, is that a positive? Because it's obviously following the implied volatility that we're seeing in the market. So that moves in tandem. I know this might be boring for people. I just kind of want to go over this with Candace because she's really smart.
It's not
But
boring
if the
for us.
volatility is matching that of the market. So if the volatility is matching that of the market, though, are you seeing that as a good thing? Because technically, and you can't deny this, if we're seeing that bottom line shallow up on angle, then that is not good for volatility if the top line doesn't shallow up at the same rate, right? So we're only widening the gap.
We definitely have more volatility at this point.
So where's your top end of your channel versus the bottom end? I'm very, very curious. Eddie, please, buddy, I'm talking. Sorry. Oh shit. I thought. Oh, sorry.
My top end is up at 73K.
Okay.
Whoa.
But it has to actually get there. And the problem is there's a lot of resistance in the middle of this channel.
I was talking to Nancy on the phone earlier today. She was listening to someone who also found that would probably be a more likely scenario would be mid 70s as opposed to anywhere near the 80s, 90s, and 100s. So that's my channel. I haven't moved it just because I want to see if we can build back into my area that I already did. So now that you've changed yours, I'm going to follow yours. Obviously mine is potentially broken, but I want to see if we can get back inside. But it's not looking fantastic for mine. So you made the bottom line more shallow. It's implied volatility, which is okay though. But again, when we're trying to determine buy opportunities, like the moment we're going to be buying, where are we in your channel right now? I'm assuming we're at the bottom, given you moved it down.
Yeah, the bottom is at 55, so we're about 1,000 above the bottom.
What's the next serious support level below 52?
Well, below 55, then we get down to about 52.
Whatever,
Yeah, from 55 down to about 52 is our next serious support.
But below that one?
If we break below that, we're going into the 40s.
Yeah, deep 40s. That's my only.
But I don't see us ever going below 40K now.
But there is also, just looking at it, a pretty damn strong downward trend in the last 30 days with respect to lower lows and significantly lower highs. Which obviously broke us out of the channel, but I'm just wondering, where's the reversal here?
Right now, what we're seeing is, if you start to break apart the pattern, you can also find patterns within it. So we've got a bunch of descending wedges. We've had 3 of them now in a row. The first 2 have had massive pumps after them. We're at that 3rd one. So
what's your time frame? I tend to do myself 4 hours or a day. What's your time frame? Because I find the shorter, shorter time frames unreliable.
Yeah, right now I'm using the 1 day candles.
Okay.
And it's really, it's really interesting. And as well, I also showed, if you went to let me take a look here. When I went to the 1 week candles, we also had a cup and handle pattern that was pretty impressive. Other than the fact that I don't like some of these exotic patterns as much.
You think the 1 week candles? Look at the 1 week right now. Oh shit, the light's fucking it up. This is that's not looking hot for me for the 1 week. that's looking like we're about to come right back down to test the level we saw on Friday. That's my gut.
Well, it's a possibility. But I think overall, I'm still pretty bullish on Bitcoin.
Yeah.
You know, like one of the accounts that I manage today, I'm bullish enough that I put 100K on MicroStrategy this morning.
Fuck. You got more balls than me. I'm fucking so biased against that guy. Are you buying that as a Bitcoin proxy or because you like this company?
No, it's a Bitcoin proxy.
Okay.
Because the account I'm
Okay,
managing
that's fair
doesn't have
enough.
access to crypto, so I'm just
I
using
totally
that
appreciate
as.
that.
Oh yeah, no. The last time I did this, I made a quick 20K.
Oh.
I went on an after show rant with Ken and Candace one day against Michael Saylor, but only because of the business, not because of the Bitcoin and yada yada. Well, it was in cause of Bitcoin, but if you're buying it as a Bitcoin proxy, I totally respect that. You heard what so Candace, does that not fucking bother you though, the potential downside with Michael Saylor? So if Tim's not aware, Tim wasn't there that day, but for instance, if you look at their balance sheet, right, they've been and if you go back to when they bought their first Bitcoin, okay, before that, virtually flat, as in not even growing with inflation, okay, that's dangerous in itself, not even growing with inflation. Now they hold their Bitcoin and make a significant amount of their income right now staking their Bitcoin, when in reality their business is not growing. MicroStrategy itself is not actually growing outside of their Bitcoin holdings. So how did he get Bitcoin though? He diluted the fuck out of every shareholder twice and then did a preemptive loan deal against more shares, essentially leveraging do we all promote leveraging here? No, but Michael Saylor leveraged MicroStrategy, a company that's not growing whatsoever, leveraged it to the absolute core, okay? And now we have to deal with one thing is this. What's going to happen when MicroStrategy deals with a Bitcoin bear market? What I brought up is is the board of directors going to allow Michael Saylor to not sell Bitcoin, okay, in lieu of potentially saving MicroStrategy, because they're not growing their actual revenue for the company. The company itself is dead in the water. Literally, all they have is Bitcoin. So if Bitcoin crashes and their staking income comes down, then all of this will be very obvious to the investor of MicroStrategy. Candace, take a shit on me when I'm done this. But all of this will be totally obvious to the fucking investor of MicroStrategy because, again, you're in a sustained bear market. Now, Michael Saylor's got one choice. What do you do to bail your company out of this? Well, sell the asset that you have. You've got tens of billions of dollars. He has promised time and time again he will not do that. That is now setting the stage for an internal conflict in the board. Can Michael Saylor survive a 2-year bear period with a shrinking company? That's the question. And if he's ever replaced by someone else on the board, they're going to be selling Bitcoin, and then that's the catastrophe for Bitcoin in itself. Everyone else will sell off as well. And this is the thing. So the big question is with Michael Saylor, because all Michael Saylor has done is he took every fucking chip on the table and he put it on red. That's what Michael Saylor did. Now, if you believe in Bitcoin, you're going to go with Michael Saylor. But if you look at what he did to his shareholders and the risk now that the actual company faces, given that they're not growing outside of Bitcoin, this is potentially the biggest gamble a CEO has ever taken in the history of anything, and all without asking his shareholders' permission if they wanted to invest in a Bitcoin bank. He didn't give anybody any fucking choice. Now, their share price has gone up for sure, but not relative to the price of Bitcoin. So where is that gap gone? Okay, so there's lost cash. I was going to make a video about that too. There's hundreds of millions of dollars in lost cash because he can't even satisfy the gain in crypto. So people are either undervaluing his Bitcoin holdings, which is in reality a fact, or they're taking into account that MicroStrategy as a company itself, and I don't think this is in the mind of most investors, but MicroStrategy in itself is not growing anymore. And it's like this CEO potentially there's no in between for Michael Saylor anymore. He's either going to be the best in the fucking world and short term, or he's done. because there's no in between. Because his board of directors will not allow MicroStrategy to sink if there is a sustained bear market. And the only way it's possible is by selling off and leveraging Bitcoin. He can't do any more dilutions. He's done that 3 fucking times this year. How can you dilute your shareholders even more? It's sickening what he's done. Candace, you just said you bought into it. I know you're very smart, but is that not a fair argument against this fucking guy? Because, like, there's one or the other. Either Bitcoin makes it and so does he, or if it goes down, fucking Michael Saylor's got some some questions to answer for sure. You're muted, Candace. You're muted.
I wonder how that happened.
We'll get to her in 2 seconds. I know, but anyway.
She went to headset. She changed over to a headset.
Oh, maybe take your headset off. No. Maybe take your headset off. Can't hear you.
No, it's just when you plug in something, a different thing, it takes a minute to
because
figure it out.
Is it Windows 10? Gotta love those re-engineers of Windows 10.
I'm on Mac.
Okay, I think we can hear you now.
Okay, perfect.
There you go.
Okay,
Yeah,
but Candace, seriously, in that entire shit I just took on Michael Saylor, he's either the biggest genius on the planet for going balls to the wall on it, but I think, is it not fair to say, seriously, Candace, that I think he did his long-time investors a disservice? Like, am I wrong in it? Because everyone who looks at their balance sheet can figure out exactly where they're at and why they're growing right now. And it's all, again, a Bitcoin proxy. But, sorry, Candace, go into it.
That's okay. So a couple of things. I mean, he has basically taken his company and turned it into an unofficial spot ETF for Bitcoin. I mean, they're there. That's one of the, and I'll tell you, one of the reasons I like watching them is like when I have invested in his company and Bitcoin's going up, I usually have a small window when Bitcoin starts crashing to know to sell, because it takes a little bit for it to translate over to his company. So that's one of the reasons I've been using that, because it's just been that reliable that I can sort of time my in and outs very easily. But when it comes to MicroStrategy and it comes to Michael Saylor, I know initially he had let shareholders know what he was planning to do and offered to buy out shareholders. But I don't think he told them to the extent he was planning to go. I don't think they realized he was going to go.
Anybody that he was going to go to the goddamn moon with every dime they had. And when you told the first set, you did not say that you were going to dilute 3 times this year. You did not say that you were going to convert and create warrants exercisable in the future without predicting what the fuck Bitcoin can do in 2 years. Sorry, keep going, but
I mean, in addition to all the points you laid out, he also leveraged the company up to
the core,
moon, practically. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's all low interest debt that he took out, but he was buying low interest debt just to buy more Bitcoin.
Okay, now I will bring up this low interest debt. That's not the issue, though, right? What is the issue is satisfying the debt when it's due, because a lot of it is 18 months, 26 months, 32 months. Where the fuck is Bitcoin going to be? So satisfying the debt. My only thing is with Michael Saylor, he's built himself on such a hard line. I'm not selling. I can't sell. We're not selling. That the second he sells 1 Bitcoin, that's going to have 20,000 times the impact as an Elon Musk tweet on Dogecoin. That's my opinion.
Absolutely.
And it's like he now has not only put at risk his shareholders, but every single person involved in Bitcoin is at risk simply because now he leveraged his company, like you said, to the fucking moon. Mm-hmm. And now we're all on the line because he owns so much goddamn Bitcoin. And he's a fucking maniac.
Oh yeah, well, and here's the conundrum that he's in. Like you said, if he were to sell 1 Bitcoin, it would crash the Bitcoin market so hard.
And how can he justify not selling when the debt is due and crypto is down and he's in profit?
But you see, here's the thing. If he does sell, let's say he sold 10 Bitcoin just to pay off a debt. At that point, it's going to cause the market to crash. It's going to cause, the company's shares to just go through the floor.
Which
So
will
he's
trigger debt repayments, because a lot of how these loans are structured is based on a minimum share price. So regardless of a term, say 18 months or 3 years or whatever, if it goes below, say, their margin call point, let's just say, and that's the wrong term, but if it goes below their loan point, the debt is due immediately. So how the F is Michael Saylor going to get away with not selling Bitcoin when his board of directors is now infiltrated by more institutional investors than ever before? He's never had less control and made it seem like he's got more control than anyone on the planet. Michael Saylor is a fucking maniac.
He's painted himself into a corner. I mean, Bitcoin has to succeed. That's his only real option.
That's his only option.
My question would be, where is he holding it? Is he staking it?
He is staking. Go look at his balance sheet. It's the reason why fucking MicroStrategies is alive today. Okay, because they're not growing. They're making not quite 5 times, but about 4.2 times what they're making at MicroStrategy right now is what they're making staking Bitcoin. So you're gonna ask, why is he buying so much fucking Bitcoin? It's because he doesn't have a choice. He needs the staking income to survive as a MicroStrategy CEO. So the only problem is, what happens when the staking income cuts in half? Okay, and he does have to satisfy loans. Are you going to dilute the shareholder even more than you already have in 2022? Are you going to split the stock and be a psycho and have that backfire in a bear market? Or are you, Candace nailed it when he is in such a fucking corner right now that it's like being beaten on the sidelines by Mike Tyson. When people are praising Michael Saylor as a genius, he set up a company from nothing. That is very smart, resourceful. He's a good man for that and an entrepreneur. Look at how his company has been acting since 2005. They're fucking flat. Okay? Nobody knows about MicroStrategy or what they do outside of Bitcoin. So the company is, oh my God, guys, if you go look at their balance sheet and the amount of money and how badly that he's relying on his Bitcoin bag is shocking to me. Candace said, though, if you're bullish on Bitcoin long term, you're good.
Do you know what the percentage of Bitcoin is in their holdings to their other holdings?
I have no fucking clue, but I wouldn't be surprised. Their stock price doesn't even represent their Bitcoin holdings. So their market cap plus some is their Bitcoin holdings. But that's the only way I can describe it. Fuck, that guy stresses me.
And he just keeps adding to it over. I wouldn't even be surprised if it was like 80%. That would not shock me. I mean,
I like the idea though that you can track MicroStrategy being delayed by a few days. That's kind
not
of
a few days.
Okay, how long?
You've got about a 25-minute window.
Can I get y'all's? Can I get High Rise and Candace's opinion on something really quick? Would that be all right? I've got a guy that I watch on YouTube. His name is H.A. Goodman. He's got his own set of issues. We were not going to get into any of those right now, but he put out a video the other day. And he was talking about the stock market. He's got his own, you guys are going to love this. He's got his own channel on YouTube. It's literally called the Stock Market Crash Channel. You like that?
Okay.
Okay, so, since you're my stock market investing friends, this is one of his latest uploads on one of his other channels, not the Stock Market Crash Channel. Dow futures down 500 points.
YouTubers, but
bro, no, you got to shit on him. He claims that he is a seer of future occurrences. He is a Nostradamus, if you will, who predicted that Donald Trump would win a second term against Joe Biden. Oh, he's so
well,
funny.
you know, even a broken clock is right.
And Dow
twice a day.
futures.
Candace.
And
In
usually if the
pre-trading
Dow
activity,
is in red, it's usually
is
a
getting
good
clocked.
indication that it is down. So he did nail that. It being negative does mean that the market is down. So he did absolutely nail that on the head. But whatever. He's trying his absolute best. That's okay.
They're
Now
getting
I feel like a
clobbered.
total prick.
The Nasdaq and the S&P are also down before the market opens. This is the beginning of a catastrophe. When Democrats, media, the wonderful, morally superior among us, the most educated, the experts who have told this country what to do
He's rolling.
for the past year and a half.
He's on a
because
roll.
they're so smart and educated and wonderful, and they care about our welfare. When they pushed to end economic activity last year, we went from record low unemployment, we went from a fantastic economy to 22 million people unemployed in a matter of months.
So now I'm going to tell you, you guys want the icing on the cake? He's been predicting this crash since Donald Trump lost the election against Joe Biden. That's how long he's been predicting a stock market crash. Because he said the economy was going to crash because of Joe Biden, and then the stock market was going to crash because the economy was going to crash, and it was all in the cards, and there was nothing that was going to change. Everybody has to pull all their money out right now. And he's like, look, I don't want anybody to lose money. All of you need to pull your money out of the stock market right now. And he's like, if you've got crypto, you got to get out now. I don't want any of you to lose money. And I'm looking at him and I'm going, dude, that's how I'm making money in the crypto market right now. And you're telling people you don't want them to lose money and you're telling them to pull their money out of crypto? I'm just like, this is so funny, you know? And it's so funny that he named his channel the Stock Market Crush channel.
I'll tell you flat out, dude, I'm dollar cost averaging out myself. And the reason why I'm doing that, dude, in particular, is because I don't have the stomach for it. I don't have the stomach for this shit right now. So, for me, okay, so I think I might be bogging this down in a single issue, and again, might not relate to anybody, but for me, paying taxes or keeping my cryptocurrency, it's gone. Crypto's gone. Paying taxes or maintaining some of the investments that I've got right now, they're sold off paying taxes. I don't know, for me, it's at least tax harvest season's one thing, but the end of the year changes everything for everybody without us even realizing it. We don't even fucking realize it, but every year at the end of the year, we take stock. And I think the last thing people are going to hold on to outside of Bitcoin and ETH is going to be crypto. First thing I'm fucking letting go, man, is crypto to pay my tax because the government's fucked. But I mean, it's the very first thing that I don't know, man. I fucking kind of make fun of myself. I call myself the crypto bear, but it's like, crypto's the one thing where it hasn't proven itself. It hasn't proven its stability yet. So because it hasn't proven a track record with stability, therefore it's speculative. And if it's speculative, it doesn't matter how much I love it. You can't get emotional about your investments. If it's speculative, I have to treat it like speculative investments. And that's how I'm treating Bitcoin. And I will be getting the fuck out of Bitcoin. And I will be waiting for a point. I was talking to a group here with Len, actually, that my buy-in point is low 40s, high 30s. So I'm going to be waiting for that. Not that I think we'll get below the 30s again, but I think that our last level this summer will definitely be tested on the next major collapse. So I believe that that level will be tested again. Now, the reason I don't think it'll be broken is simply because there's been way too many institutional people getting involved. There's too much mainstream adoption. I don't think it'll get below it, but I think the fucking trader will tempt to bring it down to that level again. Whether it gets to that level, I don't know. But like I said, I don't think it's going to get to the low 30s, but I'll be looking to buy in the high 30s, low 40s, because the psychology of the trader has proved itself true time and time and time and time again. And crypto especially, it's almost too easy to read because it bounces off the same levels every fucking day. A day trader's dream is Bitcoin. It's a day trader's goddamn dream. If you had $100,000, you could be making bank every day and just trading off the channels. So when given these channels, and the only real foundation that the Bitcoin house has was the last major crash we saw during a period of high adoption, that being May of 2020. That's the foundation mark in my point. I don't think 2017 matters to me anymore. I don't think it matters to anyone because most of the people involved now were not involved in 2017. It's exponentially grown. So the crash that we experienced this year is almost like, for people who went through Vietnam, they'll never forget it. But then my generation went through 9/11. To me, that's bigger. It just, for instance, 2017 means nothing to the people who just got into Bitcoin. Fuck the patterns,
Right.
fuck the rules. So that's ancient history. We've already gone through a crash in Bitcoin. It happened in May, and this crash in Bitcoin is more sustained than May, funny enough. Okay, so we are getting into tax loss harvest season as well. That is worrying, but again, the fact that we dance off of these support and resistance levels so efficiently, okay, it makes me wish I had more money to day trade, because I would, absolutely. I do it with BITI all the time. But not only that, the fact that we are bouncing off the soft 54, 56, the hard 52, 58, just shows how much relevance these supports and resistance actually have in crypto, because it is truly establishing itself, And I really believe that 30-odd thousand, 35, whatever the fuck it was, I believe that that's going to be a line people try to test again. I'm not saying it'll get there, but I think that, and if you look at options chains, I feel like I'm talking to a video, but I'm not. I'm just trying to tell you guys, like, look at options chains where put options expire and the price on certain ETFs relative to how it trades to crypto. Check that out, for instance. Like, it's very interesting because you can check that out on the spot ETF. Like, I see it going down. I see it go.
Let me ask you a question.
Seriously, like
Ryan,
35 to 40 grand. I'm buying a Bitcoin.
Let me ask you a question. What do you think would happen to the market, the entire crypto market, if Michael Saylor's
Crypto's not going to go down. Okay, crypto goes down because the market collapsed.
Well,
So,
if Michael
I don't believe that
Saylor
crypto drives the
fails
market
right now, if he were to fail and his micro strategies were to tank, what kind of an effect would that have on crypto? Do you think it would have a massive effect?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just don't know how that would happen though with MicroStrategy because he's so in crypto right now.
You just said, what if he defaults? What if he defaults? What if he can't pay off his investors?
Oh yeah, no, only during a bear market. No, what I say is that Michael Saylor's not going to have a problem until his first loan is due, and then this is the question, especially if they're in a bear market for a prolonged period of time and staking income is down. That's when he's going to have an issue. That's the only time. So if that does come, though, and he's got an issue of how to satisfy a loan, he's either going to do one of two things. He will dilute the shareholder even more, which is fucking suicide, or he will sell Bitcoin. And I don't think he's going to sell Bitcoin, so I think he's going to dilute the shareholder. But whatever. I don't like him.
Right. Rogi's looking around trying to figure out where the dog's coming from.
He's fucking going mental. It's okay.
Look at Rogi.
I know that if someone ever tried to break into my house, Eddie would tear him to bits.
Yeah, Rogi's the same way.
So I'm good. Eddie's got my back. Someone even looks at my house, he goes fucking mental.
Like he's off
Candace,
flexing.
talked about this. So, Candace, can you elaborate more, though, on what you're thinking about the Bitcoin price? And, like, do you think that, because I'm only, you know that I don't like technical analysis on crypto, only because we're so close to all-time highs, meaning it's a little bit unreliable. When you get to all-time highs, that's very fair. So I rely a little bit more on the news and stuff, and it's just my basic kind of common sense approach that I'm seeing this happen. Do you think I'm totally out to fucking lunch? Like, what are you thinking? Of retesting this foundation level?
I mean, the thing you have to keep in mind, especially with crypto, with Bitcoin in particular, is that it's all based on the same psychology as the stock market, but it's a much smaller sample size. That's why it's more that's why there's more volatility in that market. So when you're doing your technical analysis, a lot of times when you're looking at the probabilities of it going up or down, they're not going to be as great as what you would have in traditional patterns when you're looking at stocks. So where a pattern might break 85% of the time to the upside in the stock market, you might get 75% chance in Bitcoin for that simple reason.
And it's just because, again, a lot of, in my opinion, tell me if I'm fucking wrong, but the whole crowd saying Bitcoin is X, Y, and Z, they're talking about what they want Bitcoin to be, because Bitcoin hasn't proven itself to be either X, Y, or Z yet. Like, I truly, it's the most expensive penny stock I know of right now. I'm not saying that the penny stock won't explode, but and Tim's looking at me like, what the heck? Dude, my penny stocks are nowhere near as volatile as Bitcoin. Bitcoin is the most expensive penny stock I know of. And I'm not talking about the worth of it. I'm literally just saying when we build our portfolios, like, holy fuck, the risk that we all take for the end of the white light in 10 years, it's a fucking risk.
Well, the thing with Bitcoin is, and especially when you're dealing with TA and patterns, because of the volatility, and you're right, it is very, very, it's as volatile as a penny stock sometimes. Sometimes you get very clean patterns, and that's wonderful. Usually when you get a clean pattern that's wonderful, you've also got a lot of volume to support it. But when you get situations like now where you're not getting as much volume as you'd like, you pretty much have to get a confirmation to outside of your pattern to say that it's either broken up or broken down before you make any kind of moves. Like, personally, I wouldn't want to be, unless it was insanely clean and I had a massive amount of volume, I wouldn't even want to be trying the long and short because I think it's way too risky.
I've been hitting the BITI channels at 58 and 55 for like 2 weeks now. And this is why I know for a fact that Bitcoin is not at the place that people think it is, just because I'm able to play those channels so aggressively every time. It shouldn't be like, you know what I mean? When it's so solidified that no one knows what the price of Bitcoin is outside of our own psychological fucking bias to certain check marks. And that's what's scary about Bitcoin, is because you don't know what's changed in the last couple of weeks outside of tens of billions, of hundreds of billions of dollars more in investment, more adoption. We've grown, and yet nobody fucking escapes that psychological barrier. And it's like, you know, there's only so many smart people. Let's go to the 80-20 rule again. I love the 80-20 rule. 20% of Bitcoin holders know what they're doing, and 80% have no fucking clue what they're doing or why they're holding it. And that's why every time I'm able to swing trade something aggressively so consistently, it makes me feel like I'm in penny stock territory. You know what I mean? Like, it shouldn't work that way. It's crazy.
No, and that's the whole thing. And even if you look at Bitcoin in general, there's been a lot of good things that have happened for Bitcoin over the last few months.
Exactly, yeah.
But the price just doesn't reflect it. Like, I've seen some news feeds where we had 3 or 4 things going right for Bitcoin, but yet the price pretty much stays level. And it's like,
well, this is also
doesn't make sense.
No, it does make sense though, Candace, because this is the thing. We give a fuck about Bitcoin, but there's not many of us. It's as simple as that. 1 in 100, I would say, on average. Go up to 100 people on the street and see how many own Bitcoin. Don't hunt for a university district. Go to a random area. I'd say maybe 5 in 100 people, maybe, own Bitcoin. And it's like, have we fallen victim to our own bullshit? By overhyping Bitcoin to our own self? Because Bitcoin has not proven itself to be what we thought it was and would be. And we've fallen victim to our own fucking hype. You know what I mean? And the paper hand traders are teaching us a lesson now.
Yeah, but what I was saying is that when I say it doesn't make sense because we keep applying the rules from the stock market to Bitcoin, or we're applying the rules of a larger psychology. instead of the small psychology that we currently have in Bitcoin. Because you're right, you can probably walk up to 10
But
people
does
on the
Bitcoin
street.
have the small psychology? Because everyone I know in Bitcoin space is thinking about Bitcoin in 5 to 10 years from now, and they've totally forgotten about what Bitcoin is now. So is this like, because it's almost like they've made up for this, like they've made up for the price in their overemphasis on fucking Bitcoin.
Yeah, well, there's a few different factors going on. I mean, one, people have gotten a little bit, when you think of the whole fear and greed index, people have really got stuck in the greed, and even when they're in the fear, they're still kind of stuck in the greed as they're sort of looking and just assuming that Bitcoin is going to go to 100K, 200K, and chances are it probably will, but you still have to be realistic about it, and you have to also think about the here and now because of what's happening right now, because there's opportunities in Bitcoin to buy low, sell high, and there's nothing wrong with doing that, like cycling your money to get more Bitcoin. That makes a lot of sense. But a lot of people are getting really stuck in the whole, oh, I'm just gonna diamond hand it till the end of time because it'll make me a millionaire. And then there's YouTubers out there as well that are like, oh, if you own 0.1 Bitcoin, you will be a millionaire. And that's the type of mentality that we're sort of fighting about. Is people who come in new to the market and they run into YouTubers who are sort of filling them with this is all it takes to be a millionaire. They get sort of stuck in that and they don't care. And
Candace, tell me I'm wrong in this. The most dangerous fucking thing to Bitcoin is a Bitcoin maxi. Honestly,
you're not entirely wrong.
I think they're the most dangerous fucking thing to Bitcoin. That would be me like going around telling everybody, okay, that if they have anything outside of a gold bar, you're fucking dumb.
Mm-hmm.
You're dumb. It'll be worth a bunch when I'm 100, okay? So you're dumb. So it's like, now, there's a few on our channel, and I love them.
There are, like the Canadian
but they're dangerous.
They're kind of maxis, but they have really good information.
Oh yeah.
But they've narrowed their vision down quite a bit when it comes to closing off everything else in crypto except for Bitcoin, and that's you have to sort of open up your mind to a wider view of crypto if you really want to have money making opportunities. I mean, look at the friggin' Oracle over here. He's made a ton of money because he's known how to play the meme coins during alt season, and he's done a good job of it. And I'm even at the point right now that instead of getting 10% on a USDC coin while we're in the bear market, I might just throw everything into Polkadot and stake it for 12% instead. Make it a little bit more. Because I know Polkadot's not going anywhere. The technology that Polkadot offers is just, it's basically, as I said before, it's like the TCP/IP, so the interconnection of the internet, but for crypto. So it's safe. So that's what's been going through my mind. Is like bear market, move everything over to Polkadot, make 12% while I wait for things to come back.
Ken, you've been quiet. Tim, what are you thinking? Or Ken?
I'm hitting the hay. I gotta get up early.
Hey, broski.
Thanks, guys, for jumping in. Good to see you, Nate.
Yeah, man.
Does this shut down the second you leave?
No.
No, it's open all the time.
No, it's open all the time.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be in here a few days a week, I bet.
Just leave a quarter on the back tank. We're good. Thank you, Candace. Thanks, Rye.
You're welcome.
See you, bro.
See you, Oracle.
Bye, Tim.
Have a good night.
See you later. Thank you. You too.
And then there were 4.
And then there were 3. No, 4. Me.
Yeah, you
3.
gotta count yourself too. Yeah. That's okay. That was in that one lesson in grade 1 where you cut class to go out and do something else.
Grade 12 was my year for that. It was mental. Grade 12 was bad. I went from like super nerd to going to a new school, and I guess I didn't know that she was, but one of the popular crowd, some girl from the popular crowd was like, I'm obsessed with this fucking guy. So I started dating her, and that transformed everything. Needless to say, grades fell off a cliff, fucked up like crazy, did a lot of stupid shit, but grades help was fun. See, that's my dog. Just looking at somebody who's even sniffing around my property. I don't even have to worry about it, bro. Someone's coming to fuck up my YouTube channel. This guy, mince meat, done. He's gonna take care of it in seconds. Damn, he's a good dog, but he's annoying. Good boy, Ed. You're a tough guy.
Yeah. No, grade 12, I used to be able to take any day off I wanted, which was nice because I was like the #1 student in my school. So
Okay, me too. Just no permission though.
yeah. Well, what I used to do is I would just say, I'm saying, look, I actually want to spend a day researching at the university library, and they'd be like, yeah, absolutely, go ahead.
It's funny
sometimes I actually did go to the library, but other times I didn't because.
It's funny because when I was in school, I skipped. Well, this is not a story I'm proud of. I have since finished it, in case anyone's curious. But I'm the only person in Earl of March history who's ever dropped out of high school like on the honor roll, and I think it was just because I was fucking bored. I got a job. I didn't need to do this shit. And once I found out that you could get into university with a 45-minute test as a 19-year-old passing the adult test, I was like, there's literally no reason for me to be here. Anyway, so I went to work, made a bunch of fucking money, but then went back. I got it all done or whatever. But it's just funny how school was always so easy until it became boring, and then I peeled out.
Wow.
It became too redundant.
The one nice thing about school is when you finish it with top grades, you get all these scholarships. So, I didn't have to pay for university.
I didn't graduate until I was 26, man.
Dude, well, I finished it like right after, but for me, I was
26.
I get this. So I wanted to join the military forever and always, okay? So in grade 12, when I decided, look, dropping out at the time seemed like a massive, massive mistake because of what I had going on. Now, do I regret it now? Not at all, actually, given the way my life's turned out, the money and the lack of debt that I have. But when I did drop out, if you guys can imagine this, so Gordon O'Connor used to be our Minister of Defense here in Canada good while back. And I volunteered in grade 11 on his campaign when he ran. And the Minister of fucking Defense wrote me a recommendation letter to get into the Royal Military College of Canada. I wanted to join the Air Force. My vision was proper. I was going to be a pilot. Hands down, had the military or the fucking Minister of Defense back me with a letter to the fucking college. I get my first popular girlfriend, smoke a joint, fail the fucking drug test for the RMC, get rejected immediately. Okay, obviously. 2 weeks later, drop out of school. And it was like the most devastating thing in my life. Wow. And then I look back and I realize you guys know me now at this point. Do you think, I would have been able to last a good chunk of time, but there would have come a point where he's like, stand up straight, and I would have said, fuck off. And I would have been fucked up, I would have been kicked out. So I know I wouldn't have lasted forever in this, so it was a good choice at the end of the day. But it just got you never know where life fucking takes you, man. I have no regrets, but I could have been in the fucking Air Force or in the Navy right now, and it's like I would have been fucking miserable. I would have been banging. Well, I shouldn't. Never mind. I would have been all over the ports, every country. I would have been everywhere, man. I would have been checking people out. But let's leave it at that. Nice dinner dates with people. Port dinner dater. That's what they would call me. The dinner dater, port to port. Start a TV show. Classic. No, but I'm glad I didn't get into that. But you never know where life takes you. Like, look at Candace is becoming a financial advisor right now. Who the fuck would have saw this last year? You know what I mean? Like, you never know where life takes you. It's crazy. And you were too afraid to even come on the channel, Candace, at one point. You're like, no, I don't want to do it. I'll be in the background. I'm like, okay, you're a nutbag. Now you got your own thing going.
Well, you hang around it enough, eventually you just gotta give in and do it.
Yeah. Ken, you too. The fucking Oracle. I'm so glad that even if I were to die tomorrow, there's a motherfucker out there going by a name I helped coin. That will forever, dude. If I die, find my headstone, etch it in there, and say this guy fucking coined it. Just etch it in there. Let people know. There was a brand built on a motherfucker, and his name was Ken, but we call him the Oracle. It came from this lad who's now dead, and etch that on my tombstone, okay?
Yeah, okay.
Let them know. Tell my story.
Yeah.
I'll write an autobiography for you. There you go.
Do it.
And
Like this
if you
motherfucker.
and if you get
Sorry?
caught doing it, Ken, you can call me to come bail you out.
There you go. 'Cause she's got tons of fucking cash in MicroStrategies right now. So trust me, even if they're like, it's gonna be $100,000 because you're a fucking Oracle, we don't know what you're up to. Candace is like, no problem. Selling micro. Gotcha. You're set. Basically, Michael Saylor has all of our backs. So
There we go.
I make a video tomorrow. I make a video. Okay, anyone fucks up, anyone needs a lawyer, reach out to Candace. She's offered a bunch of free cash. I get like 6,000 views. You get like 9,000 emails. So I think I might. let's do that. You'll be the charity for the channel now. You signed up. It's too late.
Yeah.
Right
I can
now.
just see
Now
it.
you know you
Ryan
owe
sent me
like
for
$8,000
cash.
already, right? What?
Ryan sent me for cash.
Yeah, this is the thing. You're already $8,000 in the hole. So by the time I announce it, probably be another 10. We'll see. Just cash at me.
Oh yeah, it's getting there.
Have you done any of those Cash App swaps with the Pi?
I haven't yet. Why did
Nate
you
sent
say
me
you-
a penny the other day, and I wondered, I'm like, is that, and because my account, I'm in limbo right now with a bunch of cash, I'm like, is that one of those things where you send the penny back and you wonder why? And I'm like, but he's sending pennies all over the place. He's trying to get his share or whatever of stuff. And I'm like, what do you do with that scenario? Send it back? It's a penny. I don't know.
No.
Or do you just say thank you?
I thought there was like a $5 minimum you had to send.
Oh fuck! Well, I hope.
I think that was. I think that's.
It was the $5 minimum. Put it on Nate. Put it on our Facebook pages like ASAP, because Nate's been sending pennies everywhere.
Yeah, but at the same time, I don't want him sending $5 everywhere because I want a larger piece of that.
No,
pie.
well, that'll probably change the game, Candace. But he's
Yeah.
probably sending hundreds of people a penny, and it's not going to help him. Now I feel like I have to send him the penny back. Okay, I'm going to send him the penny back, knowing that he's not getting anything out of this. So he's probably thinking, I'm gaming the system. I'm going to get more than a penny back. No, you just sent off a bunch of money for nothing, bud. Okay, I'm going to send him the cash back, the penny back, I guess. Well, that's
Oh,
that.
you should be nice. Send him 2 pennies.
True. I should be. But I should send him an LOL with a warning like, you've been wasting your time, bro.
And then after you send him
Damn
2
it.
pennies, he'll send you $1,000 hoping for 2,000 back.
That's where I ghost.
You've just turned into a crypto scam.
That's where I completely ghost. I'm like, oh, thanks, Nate, bye. I'm kidding.
That's cool.
Classic. What?
You guys should check out Ride. It's not available yet. RIDE. You guys should check that one out. It's Hollow Ride. It's a game, man, that kids are going to be able to wear in the car and shit. And while their parents are driving around, they'll be able to play games in the metaverse in the car. So, Tesla and freaking probably, GMC and Ford and all these car companies, I think it's like Mercedes and freaking Porsche are huge investors in HoloRide. So check that one out. It's not available yet. It's 1 penny right now, I think. I think it's at a penny. We were talking about penny stocks. It's like, there's your penny right there.
I'm pretty buzzed, guys.
Must be all that
I
nicotine.
usually start these live streams with a beer, but I'm like not in the bag, but I'm on the road, you know.
You make a lot. You make a lot of. You
And
make a
I'm
lot of
halfway
sense.
down the road.
You make a lot of sense when you're buzzed.
Yeah, like we all know that point where you're officially fucked, and like I haven't reached Oz yet. Okay, I have not gotten there yet, but I'm certainly a quarter, maybe even a third. If we're gonna break it down, I'd say if based on my drunkenness level, I'm probably like just getting to know the Scarecrow. Like I'm on the road, but it's not yet at a point where I'm slurring, but I am not thinking clearly. So there's that. Sorry, Candace. This is not our brand, but it's okay. Fuck it.
That's fine. You gotta have times when you put the brand down. So
there are times when I don't even want to talk on YouTube about finance. Like, you know what I mean? Stuff. It's like, let's just break out of this and just chit chat about fucking life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know who was asking me about like cut off deer heads on tables. Oh yeah, that was Tim. That was weird. He went to like the dark. We were talking about like stuff that made you throw up, like cheese. And then he's like, but what about if you cut the head off a deer and put it on a table? What the fuck is with the detail in that? I'm like, Tim, where are you coming from? Dude, that was hilarious. I was literally caught off guard. I'm like, that's weird, but
that was weird too.
There's a reason why Tim is not welcome at the North Pole anymore.
He's been killing fucking reindeer left and right. Santa's fucked. He doesn't know what to do about him. The elves are on a mish. That's why they're hiding out in cottages. We don't know where they are. They're on different cameras, so they can't be fucking tracked. The elves are... Yeah, I could make a whole cartoon about the fucking hunt for the Danters. The Danters killed Rudolph. Tim made a joke about it, reminiscing about his psychotic days cutting his head off and putting it on a table. He told us, we reacted, we thought maybe he needs a helping hand. We got him help. Turns out, serial reindeer killer. Someone we need to keep our eyes on. I'm joking, by the way.
Well, no, we could tell it was Rudolph because, you know, Tim had a glow on his face while he was telling the story.
That son of a bitch. Dude, I'm telling you this, if I ever become somewhat rich, I'm gonna hire a cartoonist to make us all some Robot Chicken style cartoon that has nothing to do with fucking anything, and it's just gonna be random clips. Like for one, it'll be Tim at the top of a well, okay, loading a bucket of carrots down to a reindeer, and he's telling them you put the fucking carrots in your mouth, and Tim's rubbing lotion on his skin. There's skit number one.
Oh dear.
Tim, we love you.
Hey,
You
Arkle.
stole a reindeer's head on the table when it got me down.
Arkle.
Yeah.
Hey man, you got me into CoinGecko, right? That was you that told me to download it?
Yeah.
Okay. Have you clicked on categories in CoinGecko? Holy shit, you guys are gonna love this. Candace, you're gonna fucking love this. You have CoinGecko, Candace?
Yeah.
Oh, you're gonna love this. Have you clicked on categories?
Yeah, that's how you can see, for example, in the categories, you could choose the polka dot system.
Yeah, or
You can see all
NFTs.
polka dot coins.
You can see all the NFT
Or
market.
Metaverse.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, it's a good easy way to get data.
Now, what else you could do is you click price and you put it upside down, and you get all of the oracle's favorite types of 0.00000000001. 0.00000000006. 0.000000000. That's Oracle stuff right there, son. And you can look at the market caps of them. And I love it. UFO is number one right now, with the lowest price. UFO.
I want to see a UFO.
UFO's a good one, man. UFO's gonna go places.
No, fuck the coin. I'm talking aliens, bro. No, no, no. I want one to knock on my door. I want one to say, "Oh fuck, we saw you investing, and we thought we'd come say hello." And I'm like, "Oh, you must know me from YouTube." And then I want them to say, "Oh, exactly. We do want you to come to our planet and stuff." And I'll go. I'll hang out. This is another skit. This is why I need to make more money on YouTube, because I need finance. I need a cartoonist here working on this fucking whiteboard, drawing up shit, dude. I'm telling you, the skits that we could have going on, like the adventures of the Oracle and Candace. I'm telling you, that would be hysterical. That would be fucking. And I'm telling you, I now have to make a deer hunter version, a psychotic serial killer version of Tim that does creep up, wanting to hunt all the time. Always saying weird dad jokes inappropriately. No, I'm kidding. I love that guy. He is fucking awesome. I need a cartoonist, man. I need a cartoonist.
Or you could always put Tim in a well and have Lassie trying to save him.
No. I think Tim lathering himself up with lotion, lowering down carrots to a suffering reindeer fits the whole image of what he just put up there. He is definitely. It puts the lotion on his skin. We're definitely gonna put his face on that.
Well, in this case, it puts the carrots in the mouth.
Yes. Candace, we need you to get memes going. We need you to get more of these memes going, but we need Tim's face on unsuspecting psychopath serial killers. Oh, that would be so funny to see his reaction. No, he's not. I feel bad for that, actually. No, but it would be funny. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it once, at least. Have to. Too funny.
God, I had no idea there were so many NFT coins available, man. Oh my God. It's just, there's so many.
Yeah,
At least keeps going and going.
The big rage.
Engine's
in there? God, it's crazy.
That's the only one that makes sense to me.
God damn.
That's Candace's call.
It's like I want to get
the entire list.
I want to get $10 of every single one of these. You know, they're at 0.0000. You know, they're all 1 penny and below. So many of them.
Or if you want to live by the edge, what you do is you put it all into fucking one, and you turn your phone off.
That's if you're the Oracle. Only the Oracle has
That's
those powers.
No. You know what you do with that, bro? This is what you do. You put in everything you got into one fuck off token, okay? Because you call it a fuck off token because if you make bank, that's when you can tell everyone for the rest of your life to fuck off, and it does not matter. So you got to go YOLO on a fuck off token, bro. Shut the phone down, but you got to have $1,000 cash in the crib because you got to be ordering pizza. You're not going to be thinking about cooking. You got to make that a week like a staycation, bro. Right. And then you YOLO that once in a lifetime, 1 week play, open it back up, and you either, you either lost everything or you made bank.
Illuvium, earn first AAA blockchain game. Yeah, so can I get into Illuvium right now? Is it open? Is there purchasable land, Killer GB? He's talking to me in my chat. I hope he's still there. No, he just asked me like 3 minutes ago. You got an NFT creative coin on the way by Rally. Nice. Anchor.
I want to make an NFT. Ken, is it easy to make a fucking NFT, bro?
Yeah, you make a JPEG
I have
image.
no idea.
Make a JPEG image and then go register in an NFT register. Yeah, it's easy. It's a little expensive. It'll cost you like $100, which it's easy to do.
Are you gonna make like an NFT of serial killer Tim?
Anything?
No, I want to do an NFT of my first thumbnail for my very first video that went viral.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
And I actually do want to put it up.
That'd be easy to do.
Didn't some guy offer to buy?
Yeah, he did, and I didn't know how to do it back in the day. I was so unfamiliar with it. Someone offered to buy it for a ridiculous amount of ETH at the time. So I've still been thinking about it. Like, fuck, this has been like 9 months. Fuck, I should have made it before, man. But then again, if I sold it beforehand, I would have been pissed. because it'd be probably worth. Well, no, because they'd have to know who the fuck I am. But it costs like $100 to make it.
But you may be able to sell it off of the nostalgia of your 1 year anniversary, maybe.
No, I don't want to do that. I don't want to I would never advertise it. It would only just be for people who organically see it on their own. I don't want to tell people, because I don't believe in NFTs like that myself. So I wouldn't want to tell my channel, but if someone organically found it, I'd sell it in a fucking second. Like, will you take 10 grand for this? Let me see. Go crack a fucking beer, pet my dog, light a spliff. Yes? Like, are you fucked for a picture? Yeah, definitely. We're good. Yeah, 10 grand. Good. Send it over. Fucking start staking it, earn interest on it at the same time. Like, fuck, man. In a heartbeat, I'd sell that goddamn thing. Jeez, man.
You guys,
I wish I could go back in time.
Check this out. Illuvium offers you swapping NFTs with other peers with 0 gas fees inside Illuvium. So that's what I'm looking at right now.
That's like Vivi then. So you're probably limited though and stuck within that network.
I don't know about being stuck within the network. I don't know about that.
Well, like Vivi, you're probably stuck.
Oh, it's called a mutable X.
Are you buying those NFTs on that website with ETH?
It's that
ETH, or are you buying it with some fucking marble or whatever?
It's that level 2 Ethereum, dude. It's the new L2 shit coming out. Ethereum's first L2 for NFTs. So no gas fees, peer to peer.
Honestly, I'm the most bullish on Engine right now. Candace had a list and she said plenty. I looked at all of them. And the only one that I can actually see applying to a world out, like, knowing how YouTube pays for certain advertiser content, and then what Engine is working towards, Engine makes the most sense to me. By far the most sense. I think the most money is to be made with Engine. Like, as an institutional cash getting behind it with respect to its applications. Engine is fucking mental to me. I'm on board with Engine. Actually, everything that I mine now goes towards Engine. I just swap it. But anyway, so
I swap for Engine
mega
too.
On that son.
I just picked up a bunch of Engine the other day. I swapped my Eagled for Engine. Bad move. Eagled was at 100%.
Candace was the one.
Oh yeah, no, Engine's my favorite of all of the Metaverse.
Is it? That's your favorite one?
Of all the Metaverse coins, yeah.
Engine's good.
Because Engine also works with EFI, which is Affinity, and EFI utilizes the Polkadot network. So there's a connection, because basically Engine handles the NFT side. The EFI handles the authentication, the verification, and the cross-chain networks via Polkadot. So it fits right into that ecosystem, and that gives it a bit more stability. So it gives that Polkadot protection to it.
Polkadot's been slammed like a total. It's been fucking devastating though in the last little while.
Yeah.
I gotta get
more than Bitcoin. Sorry?
I gotta go. I gotta get to bed.
Cool, dude.
Talk to you guys
Take
later.
care, brother.
Have a good one.
Man.
Good night.
Bye.
Who was that?
I think that was his wife.
Oh.
But yeah, no, Polkadot's been slammed, but Polkadot's used to being slammed all over the place. It bounces back, it's got resilience, it's got so much functionality to it.
You want to go outside, Reggie?
You know, and the nice thing too is with Polkadot, you've kind of got a sneak peek of where it's going when you look at Kusama. Because Kusama is basically Polkadot. It's their test version of Polkadot. So they do everything to it first before they do it to Polkadot. Because that way there, when they make the changes to Polkadot, they've already worked out everything on Kusama. And Kusama, I mean, it's already up to like $500 a coin. So I mean, that's Polkadot's future. So most times with a coin, you don't really get to see where it's going or what its potential it actually has. In this case here, with Kasama, you have a real life case to show, where Polkadot should be going.
It will be interesting. Oh, fuck.
Oh, I know. Oh.
Pooch.
I'm beginning to think Ken has the right idea.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit the road. Nays,
All right.
I'm gonna hit the road, broski.
All right, brother. Me too.
Yeah, me too, Nate.
All right.
I'm yawning here.
All right, you guys take care.
All right, everybody.
Thank you. I had fun.
Take care. See y'all tomorrow or the next day or whatever it turns out to be.
Okay.
See ya.
All right. Bye-bye.
All right. Bye-bye.
Cool. So I blasted the chat, huh? It's unreal. Nobody blasts the chat anymore, pal. So, I've been learning about all kinds of stuff here tonight. That was a good show. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It's a lot of information for one night. But anyway, let me get my cam back here. There we go. And I guess I could do my chat. Get rid of this one. And okay. Go like this. Rogie, your ears are really bothering you. I'm so worried about that. You're gonna fucking hurt yourself. You guys have fun with that whole thing? 3 hours, man. 3 hours and 20 minutes, 3.5 hour live show. You need me to clean your ears, buddy? Hell yeah. Alright, well, there's only 6 of you left. Let me just refresh the chat and verify that. There's only 6 people here. I'd stay if we're in the double digits, I'd stay for sure. Because it's only 8:40, But it said 6. And it's 6. So you guys have a good night. Love y'all. Take care. I'll see you in the morning. Why can't I chat live on your channel? What does that mean? Why can't I chat live on your channel? Dave D, I don't understand what you mean. The thing I find interesting about that group of people you're talking to is they tend to talk a lot about the altcoins and disregard first mover. What's first mover advantage? I don't know what that means. What do you mean by first mover? I mean, if we go back to the COM era, whose first movers were Google, eBay, PayPal, Amazon, those all had the first mover advantages, and see what they did. Yeah, well, I guess what they've got, they're very glass half empty. That's what you call a Bitcoin minimalist attitude. And everybody's a little different. Everyone resides in a little different area on that scale, Some people a little bit more, some people a little less. It varies. New coins that get listed. I know what an altcoin is. Ugh. All right, I'm out of here. I'll see you guys in the morning. You guys take care. Love y'all. Hashtag keep it open. At Nays Garden on Twitter. Bye. Hey, Dave D, that's because people aren't chatting enough in the chat to keep it scrolling, bro. That's why you don't see your chat right away. You know? If people would chat more, then your chat would get bumped into view more, you know? So, and if you want to see your chat, keep chatting. All right. If I see it, it's on my screen. Oh, we're in the double digits. We're in the double digits. How would go sell? Reporting in live from the Madison Square Garden. ABC Sports. Coming to you once again from ringside. We've got Bad Brad. RSR. Ringside Report with Bad Brad. We've got Rogan in the house, chilling with us, getting pet from his daddy under his neck. We're going to do a bong rip in the Madison Square Garden. I must remember to keep my voice talking like this the whole time. That's how would go sell speak. No law regarding cannabis. Cannabis isn't just for all. Cheers to the 10 of you now. Thank you. Double digits. What? Is Sin City open? I didn't think it was open yet. Welcome to sincity.io. Sin-city.io. I think that's it. That looks like it. Yep, join whitelist. What do they mean, join whitelist? Join community. Features of Sin City. Land types. Roadmap. Pre-sale. Second quarter 2021. Huh? Join whitelist. Why didn't it say waitlist? Gold NFT holders will be given priority and preference. MarketVulcanForge.com. What the fuck? You gotta buy. They got so many hoops you gotta jump through. Oh, is this land for sale? Yeah. They got land for sale. 551 PVR or PYR. PYR? Buy PYR. Is PYR the one you're supposed to have for Sin City? Vulcan Forged. Manage multiple cryptocurrencies. View and track your activities, achievements, ranking, XP, and earnings. Manage view level and stake. Buy, sell, and trade. Huh. Interesting. The dog's bullying the cat. Rogan, stop. No, it's Sin. Oh, well then what's fucking Vulcan Forged, bro? Am I in the wrong Sin City? Is it not sin-city.io, bro? Because they're not talking about Sin coins at all here. Are you sure, Dave? What do you mean you got into it? Why can't you tell me where it is? What's going on with you, Dave? Dave? Rogie? That's it. Sin-city.io. Metaverse centered around Underworld, playing an ARM game, housing multiple game projects. That's it, bro. I'm there. It's fucking not Sin, bro. The in-game, you need this one called... I think it's PYR, like Pyre. Yeah, you bought Sin. Dude, when you say you got into something new, you didn't get into the game. You bought the fucking Sin coin, right? It's totally different than the playing the game. I thought you meant you got into the game. The game's not open yet, right? You bought a crypto called Sin. Yeah, it's like buying mana for Decentraland. Right? I'm sure it's usable inside the game too. Even though this says Pyre, Lava, Ethereum, and I believe it said Polygon. Right? The whole metaverse. Like everything that they're selling here, land, it's all in Pyre, PYR. And there's nothing in Sin. That's a... Wait, let me click on one. Hey! Oh! Harley. Usually it gives the price here. It says PYR again. That doesn't help much. It doesn't even say Ethereum or cash or anything. Minimum high. Starting bid is 1,000 PYR. I don't even know what PYR goes for. It's funny. Anyway, you're not talking to me anymore. I'm gonna go, guys. Take care. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye now. I'll see you in the morning.